Thank you for tuning in to CWHipHop's Live Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Bank. Co-host here as always, I have Garke and Prizm.
What's up, what's up?
It is episode 68. We have Big Fat Tony here for his interview.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Where are you driving up from?
We're driving out of New Berlin right now, so just right outside of Milwaukee.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So how long was your drive?
Yeah, it was about 3 hours.
That's dedicated,
Yeah.
man. I'm glad you're able to make it up, though. Made it safe. You said it was actually raining.
Yeah, raining pretty heavy. Yeah, no doubt. It's a little dangerous when you're going down the freeway. But
It's something about Wednesday weather in Wisconsin.
Dude, it always gets us, man. Yeah, I swear to God, it always every Wednesday when we have like an interview, there's always like something going on, and it's like either they make it, and they're like fucking, I'll drive through it, or they don't, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, like there was snow for a while, obviously winter.
I mean, the thing is, the weekends have been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
You want to switch it to the weekends?
No. Unless we're gonna, I mean, we can. I'm down.
Do it Friday? Nah, that'd be a lot of shifting around. But yeah, so we have Big Fat Tony, and we're going to be doing his interview here. We got a couple of announcements. First, I want to thank our Patreon listener tier. We can't do these interviews without you. Live DJ we all have. So thank you, Danielle Garke and Trent Johnson.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Trent.
Thank you.
If you guys want to join that, you can go to patreon.com/CWHH.
We also couldn't do this without our artists as well. So
thank you
to the artist tier as well. Thank you to everybody that's a part of CW Hip Hop, that supports us, that allows us to keep doing this, to support them as well. It really helps. We appreciate y'all, and we're gonna keep rocking with you guys if you keep rocking with us.
Always. Definitely. Yeah, we have a lot of artists putting their music in here, so we're able to play. I know we were talking about a little bit off. When we went initially, we have 3 hours. We can do 3 different shows with different kind of music here. So
yeah.
We've been continuing to grow that list of music that we can play each and every Wednesday. So if you want to join that, go to patreon.com/CWHH. We do appreciate it, and it really is based on the community around here. So if you want to see it grow, that's how you can help.
Literally.
We do have some new music to the station as well. We have Jedamiz out of Marshfield, Young Wave from Clinton, and Eddie James from Milwaukee.
Yes, sir.
They are all up on the website. You can go to CWHipHop.com/artist to see all of their songs that are on the website, radio playing 24/7, links to their socials, an image of them. There's a lot of information on there, so check it out. We have some new music in Wisconsin hip hop as well. Prizm coming out with his song Blinding.
With Cully's Whack.
With Cully's Whack. That's on all platforms right now, right?
It's a bop too.
pretty good.
Yep.
Give it a spin.
All platforms.
All platforms. KCSJ and Bully Danny released their song Time Off. That is out now. It also has a music video right at the drop there, so you can check that out on YouTube. Big Savo has his song 1,000 Times that is out now. Big Fat Tony, you just released the project Renaissance Man.
Yes, sir.
That came out when? Was that just last week?
Yep, just the end of May.
End of May, okay.
Yep.
Really good. I was listening to it, very lyrical with it. So I definitely respect to that. We'll be talking about that more in the interview for sure. Justin Warbear has his song Party Song that is out now, and then Philly released his song Sax Fifth out everywhere. Conclusion the God has Pussy and Mice that is out on all platforms as well. We have Zildjian.
He's got another one out that he just came out with too. I don't know how to pronounce it though, but there is another one out from Conclusion. So if you go look him up,
Justin Warbear too. I mean, Big Savo's releasing a lot, like all these artists. We're trying to make sure we have the most recent one on there, so that way at least he gets a little bit of light for it. Zildjian has his newest single coming out before his project. It's going to be called High School. That is coming out June 10th.
I'm excited for that one too. Zildjian. It's like almost like a Kendrick drop at that point for us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're like
We know
itching
it's
for it.
gonna
We're
be
like,
fire.
yo, Zildjian's gonna bring something different. Like he always brings something different to the table. And
I've been
it's
seeing he's
always
running
so
ads for it
good.
too.
He always does too. He's good at
He's
this
been
shit, bro.
running ads,
He knows
yeah,
what he's
they
doing,
talk
and that's
about
why
him
it's
all
like
the time.
it makes me excited for it, because it's like, you know, he builds those expectations like you should, and he does a really good
delivers.
job, and he delivers on God.
Fact. We also have Vinny Sincata with his song Tidal Wave that is also coming out this Friday, June 10th. KCSJ, his album called 19. It's on his 19th birthday, June 25th. That is coming out later this month. And we have a ton more over at CWHipHop.com.
Or just on our Instagram as well. We got
the
every
newest
Monday.
post.
Yeah, every Monday we have a new music post for all new Wisconsin music, hip hop music that is. You guys can DM us to figure out how to be on that list. We also have a up and coming music list that drops the next day on Tuesday. That just kind of labels what's coming up in the next week, and then those, you know, of course, transfer over, and it's just kind of an endless cycle. And people keep asking to be on it, and they're all Wisconsin
getting
artists,
longer
so
and
it's
longer,
like,
so-
all right, shit. If you're from Wisconsin, I mean, I see it. It's on your posts. All right, sounds good. You know,
I remember you had like
So, yeah.
5 songs one week, and you're like, man,
Oh,
I
dude,
might have
one-
to skip a week.
There was
if I don't
literally
have enough.
one week
Never
where we
happened.
had like a slow week, but then after that it's just been full. Literally almost. I can only take 20 people in a post. Last week it was 19.
Jeez.
Or
I have
well,
to
this
start
week.
making 2
This
posts.
week it was 19. Sorry. Yeah.
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 Wow, you do a great job though putting that all together.
Thank
so
you.
check that out every week. We have our interview, obviously here with
Big Fat Tony.
We are going to be having another one lined up June 22nd with J Mob. I am working on his newest album, Write Up. He just released Homesick, so I'm working on that. We're hoping to get that out by Friday.
He also just put a music video out for one of the songs on Homesick. I forget what the song name was. I'm sorry that I don't have it on the top of my head, but I know I just saw it on Facebook today and on his Instagram today. And we shared it on our story as well. So it's there. You guys, he just dropped it today.
Go
So
check it out.
Go check it out.
We have a couple concerts in Wisconsin. Friday, June 10th at 9 p.m. Young Sage is competing for $50,000. It is in a coast-to-coast artist showcase. It's going to be in Milwaukee at the Oasis. It is a 21-plus event. You can check out him on social medias at Official Young Sage.
Stay safe out there in Milwaukee, y'all.
Stay safe. Saturday, June 11th at 7 p.m. we have Ace Wild, Prizm, Dustin Warbear, JD, 50 Cal, B+, and then myself, Bank. We're performing at the Lincoln Lanes in Merrill, Wisconsin. It is an all-ages event. $5 at the door. It's going to be Bog's birthday bash. It's going to be a good show. I'm excited to perform for the first time.
Yeah, and people
There
over
is
21,
alcohol,
There is
yes.
alcohol. You just can't drink
Not
it
in the
in
dance
the bar.
floor.
Yep, there is
Exactly.
a separate bar. It's a bowling alley, so there's a couple of sections of it. So yeah, there will be
I'm
alcohol.
glad we're on the same page there to get that out. People need to know
It's
there's going to
important
be
that you
drinks
can
there.
still
Yeah.
drink.
We're
We're
in
in
Wisconsin.
People need to know. People need to know, yo.
And then we have Friday, July 29th at 6:30 p.m. Cookies and Cream, bvnc, myself, JD, Don Pablo, Ace Wild, Prizm, and Young Sage. We're performing at the Patriot Center in Rothschild, Wisconsin.
Subject to change, but
Yep, everything pending still.
Like
It's a little
artists
ways
are
out.
subject to change?
Yep.
Okay.
Tickets are going on sale real soon. We are getting those to all the artists, so you can hit up.
Did we
one
talk
of us.
about Boggs? Oh, yeah, never mind.
Yep, we did
just
that.
I'm an idiot. That's all right. Don't
That's
worry.
right.
Don't listen to me.
But hey,
Shit
that's all I got
happens.
for announcements. Done
Hey,
rambling.
that's dope. Are we playing the game? What game? What game is
First
that?
up, we got a question for our IG chat.
We do
Just mention
the
that before we
question
talk
for
about
our
it.
podcast today. We also asked this in our live DJ. And for those of you that are listening on CWHipHop.com, if you want to be a part of this question, you can. You can keep listening on CWHipHop.com. We appreciate that. We literally love it when people listen on the website.
Yeah.
But it's really, you can do both. To be honest, you can listen to the music on the website and then have your phone playing
We
the
won't
playing the
tell
Instagram. We won't tell anybody. Exactly. You don't tell anybody. We won't tell anybody. It'll be our little secret. But if you come over to the Instagram Live, you can actually see us, watch us. You got Big Fat Tony in the building. You can see, you can put a face to the name, and you can also answer our question. You can put your answer into the chat. We have a tally that we're taking down right now.
Yep, easy one.
And if
this
you were
week
in the
here.
live DJ, you know who's winning right now. You know our answers right now. But right now, for those of you that don't know, you will.
What is the question?
And if you're not, Tupac or Biggie, you got to pick
Simple.
Pick one. Yep.
Pick one. Tupac or Biggie.
Or Biggie.
We're keeping a tally, and we'll be talking about that in a little bit here.
You're right. I didn't even say the question. I was
That's
like,
right.
I was like trying to build suspense,
That's
and
what
I
hosts
didn't
are
even
for.
get to the
and then
fucking
you
climax.
forgot about the
Exactly. I literally was so there building suspense.
Just
and
climax
forgot
for
about
10
the climax.
minutes.
But yeah, so
Jesus.
answer that in the chat. Tyler, keeping a tally of that. But yes,
Oh, that's
let's
too
do the game.
Game.
Who said that?
Hey, who said that?
said that?
Yo, who said that?
Who said it? Was it
Guys,
you?
wait. Did you say something? Barry? Where's Barry?
Who said that?
All right, so real
the
quick, you want to know the
game
rules?
Goes. Here's the
How's the game go, Prizm? Tell us.
One
how the
person
game
gets
goes.
asked a quote. They have the first guess to each part before the other two can answer. 2 guesses each player. Each quote set will have a 1:30-second timer to guess the artist, the track title, and the
What's
year
up,
it was
everybody?
released.
What's up?
1
What's
point
up?
for
What's
each correct answer. So you can get 3 points per quote.
Mm-hmm.
The first person to 22 points wins.
And then
And
for the guests,
game will
we
reset
have them
for a
like
host.
building together.
For a host.
So the guests have their own score that they're keeping. So you're playing for all the other artists before.
So
and
you're on
after
like a
you,
team
so-
with all the artists.
no
in it.
pressure.
Okay,
Even,
for sure, for sure.
even like special guests are a part of you. So like last week we had JS.
Uh-huh.
So JS, I think, did he get a? He got.
He got a
couple
couple
points.
He
I
got
think
like 3.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so you're on a team with JS. JS got some points. You got the rep for JS now.
No pressure.
No
But
pressure,
Here
yeah.
is the score right now.
Oh Lord.
Ooh.
We have bvnc
Yo.
with 14 points.
Ooh, 14 whole points.
We have garke with 8 points.
Hey.
And we
that's-
have the guest with 7.
Ooh, all right.
so
All right.
it's
So I got
race.
some work to do. Some
Number
work
to
to
pull
put
up your
in.
clock.
Hey, listen.
I know.
I was down. I think I was at like
I'm gonna
6 points once.
Read it off
And
then switch to
Prizm was at like 18. Like he was ready to win.
Uh-huh.
And I came back and literally
It
took
was
all
sad.
3 of them. and I won. So like,
hurt.
don't worry if you're down, because like if
There
he,
was a week where he got no points, and
Yeah.
that's where he like caught.
and
up
I
with
caught
him.
up all the way. It was just it was
was
crazy.
rough.
It was,
Yeah.
it was, a
It
shit.
was insane. But you'll catch on quick. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm sure you will.
If you want-
give it to BVNC
yeah, give it to
first.
me
Give it
first,
to
yeah.
BVNC first, so he gets
Alright.
somewhat of an example.
So, first one for this week is, well, since the age of 12, I felt like I'm someone else because I hung my original self from the top bunk with a belt.
Ooh.
Eminem.
Okay. Okay.
My name is.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Okay.
Jeez, oh, what year is this?
Shit.
I'll say 2000.
No.
2003.
No.
04.
No.
1999.
Yes.
Let's
Oh,
go! The year I was
okay.
born!
Alright.
It
Damn,
never
good,
fails
good.
me.
Alright, Bank with 2 points on this one. Garke with 1.
Oh, by the way, yeah, no looking at chat during the game either.
Oh, no way.
I
would
trust
never
him.
think
Yeah,
that
no,
would
Chad
change.
is very much so.
They either give you
answering.
wrong or right answers, but either way, like, you just don't look.
Alright.
Till like after, I guess.
Okay.
So,
What
or,
do we
or do we
Oh.
want to go Garke?
We'll go Garke.
Do you, I mean,
Yeah.
if
Who
you
wants to go
understand what's
next?
going on, I don't care, I'll go. We'll just, like, we'll go in order. Fuck it, I'll go. It's fine.
Most rappers' taste level ain't at my waist level. Turn up the bass till it's up in your face level.
Oh, I definitely have heard that before. Holy
Oh,
shit.
Gavon is killing
I was
me.
thinking about giving it to you.
Yo, say it again, say it again, say it again.
Most rappers' taste level ain't at my waist level. Turn up the bass till it's up in your face level.
Do I get points if I keep going with this?
No, you just get
You
the
should
help.
keep going with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
you're just gonna give
no,
him
no.
help. Don't do it.
Because it's, I know it's not,
No help from me.
this is not Lil Wayne. I know it's not Lil Wayne, but it's,
10 more seconds till everyone can answer.
Take a guess.
Kid Cudi.
Nope.
Kanye West.
Yes.
Mercy.
Yes.
Oh.
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 God, 20.
No, you can't
20
guess.
time?
Yeah, I can't
No.
guess it's open.
You got, you can't guess that. Oh, it's open yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
okay,
it's
okay.
open now.
Okay, what did you get?
I'd say 20 time.
That's
Yeah,
not it.
no.
2008.
No.
It's Mercy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay.
I know what album it's off.
Yo, girl, she's so
Guys,
thirsty.
got 35 seconds.
I want to say 2011.
Nope.
09?
Nope.
I think we're out of guesses too. We'll
I'm
see
not.
one more.
No, you've done 2. You've
I've
done
done
1.
I've done 2.
You've done 2.
Do you guys know what your other guesses were?
You had to have been paying attention.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
good. I
fair.
almost got you there. I almost got you there.
You got 10
I
seconds.
got 10 seconds. I'm gonna have a buzzer beater. All right.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
2012.
Yes.
Oh, let's go!
Nice.
Go, let's go.
Alrighty.
That's what's up. That's
Guess
what's up.
with 2 points.
Sweet.
That's
Bringing
what's
it
up.
back for the
Big,
boys.
bring it back.
Bet. Tony.
I don't know why that reminded me. Like that.
Garke
That definitely
with a point.
reminded me of
So
like a Lil
far,
Wayne verse.
Everyone has got.
No, I definitely get what you mean.
Good. Hey,
It's
moving
it's,
up.
it's an even week so far.
Okay.
Hell yes. Let's go.
Alright, do you guys want to do a round 2 right now?
Tony's still gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking fast.
He stole the
I am
points.
so
Let me-
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I woke up in beast mode with my girl that's Beauty and the Beasto.
There's a seat stove.
Uh,
Big Sean
yes.
Hey.
moves.
No.
Overtime.
No.
It's not
Nope.
jump out the window, is it?
No.
Wait.
One that
I
was
woke up in
overtime.
peace.
So you got.
Can I at least guess the
Dun,
you
dun,
can
dun,
guess the
dun,
year
You
dun,
too?
guess the year, yeah.
14?
No.
2008, 16.
No.
2015.
No.
13?
No.
2010.
No.
It's not overtime.
I'm having a struggle with the name.
Yeah,
of the
I
song.
ain't
Wait,
no
what?
clue.
Hold on.
You got one more year guess too, Garke.
Yeah, I know.
Like I've heard this song.
No,
know I've heard
this is in my playlist.
Yeah, I know.
100% is in my playlist. At least played once a day.
No.
You
It's
should
not
know.
That's your
overtime.
first
You're
guess,
shit
then.
kidding me.
One more guess.
Oh gosh, I can't.
Dun, 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 dun. What?
About
I
45
don't.
seconds.
Is it? I don't fuck with you.
No.
No.
Or,
Oh, that's a good guess.
That's your two guesses.
oh.
You got one more guess.
Wait,
You
I
got
still have
one
a
more
year
guess.
though, right? I still have a year guess.
You have one
What's
year
the,
guess.
Okay.
what's the lyrics
That's
one
it.
more time?
Yeah, give it to me again.
Look, I woke up in beast mode with my girl that's Beauty and the Beast though.
Okay, I found
There you stand before me now.
Oh no, it's
Drop down and get gory.
Yeah.
how is that not moves? Making
Cash
moves.
out.
You guys have 6 seconds.
Mhm.
Song name.
No, I.
Big Sean song name.
No,
I'm struggling.
2013.
Okay,
Bounce
so
back.
Oh!
It
don't work. It don't work.
Alright,
I'm sorry.
I
ain't gonna let that happen. But yo, you got it. Though. That definitely is
Honorary.
it. though. Fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it.
it was Bounce Back
God.
2017.
All right. That was a good one.
Yeah.
All right, I like that.
Good.
You
I'm down
guys
for
want
round
to
two.
go round 2?
I'm down. So
Let's do it.
because then we can do the.
Let's do that. Get a little
Alright.
warmed up.
We're gonna be
then
doing
we'll
the
jump
live
right into
stream
the
or the live performance at the end, so or
interview.
the freestyle. So
Fuck. I forgot how to recite this bottom one. And that's Jacob's.
you guys knew. Oh, Jacob knew it in the chat. JS knew it in the
Hey,
chat.
good
Ooh,
job,
I got
good
it.
job.
Jay
Okay.
Woods also got Big Sean right in the chat.
So, Jacob.
You're in the mic.
So, Jacob. Fresh like, Impala, chrome hydraulics, 808 drums.
Easy.
Say it again.
The game.
Yes.
How we do.
Yes.
2000.
No.
1998.
No.
2001.
No.
2002.
2002.
No.
2003.
No.
Oh, 2005.
You can't have
From the documentary.
three, bro.
It's
You
from the documentary.
You fucked up though. You fucked
Oh,
up. You
fuck.
can't
Didn't
have
even give him a guess.
I mean, we both. Yeah, take this guess.
2005.
Yes.
Oh, easy. I don't need that.
And that,
for
ladies and gentlemen, is
handicap,
how
though.
game
Don't
shows
give
work.
me that. That's not fair.
I fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Can't do that.
Yo, no, bvnc knows everything about the oldies. He knows everything about like the old fucking lyricists of the game. He's really good at that. You got me
I'm
now?
gonna get that
Okay.
one, so I'm gonna do the other one. All right. I like them round and big. When I'm throwing that gig, I can't help myself. I'm acting like an animal. Now here's my scandal.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
Ooh.
Right?
That's not the name of the song, though.
Like big butts.
Nope.
Yeah, is it not?
Nope.
That's his guess.
Baby got back.
Oh my god, it
Yes,
is Baby Got
sir.
Back. Holy fucking shit. Is it Ludacris?
MC Hammer.
No.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, so
Yes, sir.
Ah, he
I'm
knows.
confident with my
Year.
Don't be also like
Yeah.
that.
Wait,
Just
year?
like, you're good. Year,
Fuck. Oh, I accidentally closed that.
what is the year on that? MTV was still doing music shit when this came out.
Right.
This was 2011.
Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
What?
I accidentally.
What?
What?
I don't know what loud back you're smoking, but you gotta share it.
MTV is not doing music in 2011.
No.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, they were.
84.
Bullshit, they weren't doing
Yeah, they
don't do
were
it in
in,
2011. I came home and it was on and I was
Alright,
fucking, yeah.
alright, okay.
84. No.
I was 11 years old. That motherfucker came home after work. Or school.
87.
No.
86.
92.
No. What'd you say?
92.
Yes, sir.
Let's
Oh!
go!
Damn, alright.
92.
Nice
Alright.
shot.
Y'all
Alright.
were way too far out. Y'all thought
You
I was.
said
Y'all
2001.
thought I was far out. Get out of here.
All right, so guess got 2 on that
You
one.
got 2 on that one. Okay, sounds
You
good.
got
Sounds
1
good.
on that one.
Sounds good.
You're
Sounds good.
bringing it back for the guess. I'm telling you right
Heating
now.
up.
Oh,
we ain't even
Jesus.
getting started yet.
All right, you got the last one.
Alright, what is it? Challenge me this time.
Who wants my money? I tell you who I don't fuck with. Who's pulling the strings? I'm just pointing out all the puppets.
Ah.
I just want to fuck with it. Promise what they want from me.
And
what they want,
Yep.
Russ.
Yep.
Let's say. God, when was Russ popping?
Damn, no,
This
that was like the
come
first
up.
one that like
Yeah,
he
right.
started popping off
Right.
with.
Was that
He's
your
been,
artist?
He's been doing it for a minute.
Yeah.
Russ, what they want.
That's right.
Okay.
No, it's definitely
Gosh. I
no,
want to
just make
say
sure you're-
2016,
No.
2015?
2018.
No.
17.
Yes.
Alright,
Ah,
alright.
Damn.
Eating.
Damn.
All right,
Eating.
so
Big
at the
Fat
end
Tony's
of this
eating.
week, we have BVNC with 18,
Okay.
Garke with 11,
Hey.
and the guest with 16.
Damn, bro, you
Bring it
brought
back.
that
Big
back.
From
You brought that
seven
back.
to
Big fat
16.
Thank you.
Damn.
Crazy.
So
Big
Yo,
fat
whoever
is
comes
on
on
the-
after you is
on
gonna
the
like
brain.
we have
Yeah,
to
rough.
thank you or
I'm struggling
something.
with some of these.
We have to make sure that they
Yeah.
thank you when next time you're.
So BVNC from 14 to 18, Garke with 8 to 11, and the guest Big Fat Tony from 7 to 16.
Damn.
Big moves this
Damn.
week.
That's what's up. That's
Big
what's up.
moves this week.
You know your
And that
music.
was
Thank you.
who said that?
Who said that?
Who said
Said that.
Who said that?
Was that you? Was that you?
Who
Mary?
said
wanna fight?
that? That was a great week.
Throw hands.
That was fun.
That was a
Buy
fun
one
one.
get one free.
You did pretty good. You did pretty good this
Yeah,
week.
yeah, you killed it.
One
That
of
was
the, one of the
kinda-
best
yeah, that was
artists to come in and like kill it.
Yeah, you
So,
definitely-
I
I
definitely
mean,
got the high score right now.
Sometimes
Nine.
people surprise us. Like Sosa surprises me.
Sosa's
I'm not
pretty
gonna
good,
lie,
too.
but he just came out here and just destroyed it. He was
Yeah.
like me when I went on a roll when Mason was.
Oh,
Shout out
yeah.
to Mason. Like honestly, that was crazy.
Yeah,
we
it was a fun
literally
game. Thank
we
you.
literally manifested that. I was talking to him beforehand. Like yo, you
And
come
I was
back.
like,
Don't worry.
oh,
Don't worry.
I'm not gonna allow that to happen, and then it happened.
It happened.
Yeah,
All
that was a lot
right.
of fun.
I like that game. It's a
So
good
we do
game.
have our IG chat. What is that one more time? And we'll
Oh, the question?
quick second, get your answers
Yep.
in there. I know we're playing, so if you
Let us
missed
know in
it,
the chat. Do you want who do you pick? Tupac or Biggie?
Biggie or
Who
Tupac?
is it?
Which one is it?
Let us know. We're writing down right now in a tally if you're listening on CWHipHop.com or, well, I mean, if you're listening on CWHipHop.com, get into the Instagram live stream. And then if you're in the Instagram live stream right now, make sure you tell us in the chat, Tupac or Biggie. Let us know. We're tallying it up right
And
now.
we'll give them a little bit of time. So Ty, if you want to watch that, we'll start with Tony. Who's your pick?
Gotta go with Biggie.
Biggie.
Yeah, Biggie's
Oh, we're
just,
doing it right now? Okay.
Yep. Just keep an eye on the chat so if you got any more.
Yep.
Biggie's just got, I enjoy the music more. I feel like there's just a little bit more tenacity in there, and I can enjoy that, and just a little bit more oomph behind some of the stuff. I think Tupac's got a little bit more of a bigger cultural impact, but when it comes down to the music, I gotta pick Biggie.
Okay.
Mm.
I like that answer. And you're the only one here that picked Biggie, so you gotta represent.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I went with Tupac. I mainly went with Tupac just because I have more like saved, so I listen to him more often. I really like Biggie. I like how smooth he is and all that kind of stuff. But Tupac, he just hits a chord with me personally. So like I really love his music.
Mm.
What about you, Gark?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Tupac as well. Kind of the same answer you got. Just correlates with me more. I've heard more Tupac songs. It kind of like gives me that nostalgic feeling more than Biggie does. I don't know. Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I think with Tupac was my answer. Biggie definitely mad respect. Like no disrespect on Biggie. He's definitely lyrical and does his thing. But Tupac, I think, just has more songs that I've listened to over the years, and I'll go back and listen to, like I said, America's Most Wanted and Ambitions Rider, things like All Eyes on Me. I know Prizm was saying. Those songs just kind of played more in my growing up years. That's where my answer comes from. So I'm gonna go
I
with
get you.
Tupac.
And I think some of my Biggie stuff might have come from watching so much like MTV and stuff like that
Okay,
growing up.
yeah.
With I don't know, there's
That
just a
makes
couple
sense.
classic those like late night MTV films they'd like put on and stuff like that. They definitely got a couple of
Thank you.
big Biggie songs on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Prism just vanished. Yeah, he went behind the curtain of darkness.
Man behind the curtain. So, do we get any more tallies on there? Should we
We
reveal
got
the
a
numbers?
couple more. Do we want to reveal numbers right now? We could reveal right now, or do we add?
You guys got
wait?
10 seconds. If you haven't yet, put it in there. We got
Give
10
us your
seconds
answer to
here.
the question: Tupac or Biggie?
We're
Tupac
about to
or
start the
Biggie?
interview with Big Fat Tony.
Press the button.
What button?
Press the button.
Oh, this one? Okay.
Vanish
What
with
button?
alcohol.
Salud, boys.
I don't want to turn it up.
Everybody, mute your mic.
Salud.
Oh, salute. Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? He's got you're only pouring some. That's a dirty mug.
Alright, we're going to cut that out here.
Yo, that was about to go in.
Unmute your mic. Yeah,
Yo,
yet?
Eddie, it does go in, to be honest. Eddie James, what's going on, bro?
JD wants to fight in the
Let us know.
chat.
Hey,
welcome.
Eddie, right, since you just joined,
Yes.
Tupac or Biggie? Tupac or Biggie?
Right now, let us know. Right now, we'll get yours.
This will
and
be
we
the
put it in.
deciding factor.
Yes, it might be. You never know.
Oh wow, JD. Holy shit, you did not just say that. Okay. Damn, throwing hella shade at Prizm today.
wait.
Holy
Damn.
crap.
Damn.
Wow. I feel like I'm not even that mean to him. I live with him.
Right.
Oh,
Alright, you
jeez.
went with Pac.
He went with Pac. Alright, sounds good. This is another one for Pac. Alright, so here. Listen. So who do you guys think won? Out of everybody here, I know you guys. Fuck, you guys already know. It's stupid ass you. Chat, who do you think won really quick? Tupac or Biggie? Who do you guys think won? Let us know in the chat really quick.
We had a lot of
good
participation.
answers, a lot of good participation, facts. And this is, that OG rivalry.
Rivalry.
Rivalry. English
Yeah,
can be
I
hard
don't wanna try
sometimes.
to get
It's
Put that
okay.
in a tongue twister.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now I'm not going to be able to spell it
Syllables.
right. Thanks, guys. No, but rivalry. OG rivalry, and everybody knows about Tupac. Everybody knows about Biggie. Everybody knows about the bullshit that went down and all
Yep.
everything like that. So who would you pick if you had to, gun to your head, you had to pick Tupac or Biggie? Who would you pick? Who? The chat. There was one person who was psychotic and didn't read the question and put Suge Knight.
You're out of bounds.
So who is that? Victor. Victor. I know who Victor is. So I'm gonna pick on him. Victor. Why? Just look at the question.
No such thing as bad questions, but maybe bad
Maybe
answers.
Maybe bad answers. Yeah, facts. And for those Biggie fans out there, I apologize, but Biggie comes in second.
He does.
Comes in second with 5 tallies. 5 people were backing Biggie tonight.
So that means
And
Pac won.
Pac won, but
What was
with
that?
a total number of. Now you do the drum roll. With a total number of 9 tallies.
Okay,
That's a whole
okay.
4 more people backing
Okay.
Tupac.
And that's out of 15 people here. One was way out there.
I
but
mean, and not only that, there were other people in the chat. I wish we could have got more answers, but we had great participation
force
for the
anybody,
people that
but
do
we
get in the chat. So
appreciate you, those
thank
who
you.
do.
Keeping
Fresh
facts
too.
out here, bro.
Yeah.
All cap, on God.
All cap?
Jesus Christ
My
himself.
dog.
He said all cap.
No cap. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Sorry.
Caps
All
lock.
facts. All facts.
Oh, yes.
All facts.
No cap.
No cap on Jesus Christ himself. Yes, that's okay. Moving on. Did you have a specific goal or expectation when you started making music?
Yeah, when it one of the biggest things I feel like is I don't know, when it came to like me getting involved and like interested in hip hop, one of the things that I liked the most was lyricism. And so when it came to like something like that, I see these people coming up and then disappearing right away and stuff like that. They get a hot song or something like that, something that's just a nice little fun bop and something, then they go away right away. But I really want to like make something that, and I don't really entirely have like my mission statement like ground down yet, but I want to have something that's like long lasting,
Like you have a reason.
First of all,
behind it.
whoever says they do doesn't. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Whoever says they have their roadmap
and everything figured out.
that shit changes fast, especially when you start to actually make money and you start to turn into a business,
Right.
and it starts to turn into something where you have to do it every single day, otherwise you can't live.
Mm-hmm.
It changes shit real fast.
Right.
So that you don't have anybody who says they do, so it's okay that you don't. Like anybody who says they do, they're fucking lying.
Mm-hmm. And then I've got
Or just
like.
hold themselves.
Oh, excuse me, burp.
Dude, you're fine. You're fine. Easy edit. Maybe he'll snip that guy out.
Already edit.
No, and then too, there's like certain things that I want to be able to do with music. I like being able to help people, and I've done charitable stuff in the past, and so that's kind of what I want my platform to eventually be, is like
Just charity?
charitable
Okay.
stuff and whatnot, showing
What kind of
artists that
charities
they can.
do you rep the most?
So the things that I want to get into is kind of playing off like Big Fat Tony. I wouldn't mind getting more into like Feeding America
Okay.
and things like
Okay.
that.
Well, what
And,
about you could also play off of that and be work towards like helping obesity in kids or something like that. Like the that's a thing, bro. That's
Both
such a bad
sides,
thing.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kids
Yeah.
or like no, seriously, yeah,
Yeah.
both sides. Because
Yeah.
Michelle Obama started that, sides. She was doing I thought she was doing a good job. Not for
So you want to kind of impact people's lives with your music.
Exactly,
Mhm.
and it be part of your brand / name. I think that's a good idea. You can play
Right.
off of that for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah. You're figuring out that marketing later on already.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a tax write-off later too, bro.
Hey.
You start making over $600 a year on your music, and you can start writing all of those
No
tax.
joke, that's all it takes.
All it takes $600. That makes you a small business. Yep,
Okay.
makes over $600 a year. You have to do taxes for it.
All right, good to know.
Yeah.
Getting schooled on history and business.
And business.
Yes, sir. So for those drug dealers out there that don't put their income in, hopefully you're not using Venmo or Cash App because they're cracking down
We
on
do
that.
not condone the
No,
sale
of course
drugs.
not. No, I'm just informing the people. This is educational purposes only.
So then, how long ago did you really start making music?
Oh gosh, that's a good
what
question.
inspired you to start too?
Yeah, so it actually, yeah, that's kind of weird. That's bringing back like old memories where it like started. I used to do like
That's
kind of
what
like
we
the Weird Al Yankovic type thing where I'd like hear a song
I can
going and
see
then
it.
like I'd make up my own like lyrics to it.
I
and
can
go
see
ahead with
it. He used to do
Yeah.
parodies too. He used,
Yeah,
yeah.
I did.
It's super easy, you know, and it's like, you know, it's where the word association starts to come in. And I was like, and I'd like say my songs to people or something like that, and they'd be like, oh, who like did that? And I was like, oh, I just came up with it, you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I said it's kind of where it started, and then I remember I wrote my first couple raps in middle school, and then it wasn't until getting to college that I started like hunkering down, writing music. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give this a full effort.
How good do you think these middle school raps were? How good were the bar? Were there steady bars in there?
I still got
some, like,
a
Digimon
bunch
bars?
of stuff written down, and I still am going to incorporate one of the bars that I've got in the later
Hey,
song.
there you go. I'm glad you still have it though. That's good.
The bar is I got a pride of 100, I got the strength of 100 lions. You could call it my pride.
Ah, there you go.
yeah,
I knew you were going with it right
yeah,
away. That's why I was
mm.
excited to see. Yes, I like that. I like that.
Mm.
Lion's my favorite animal, by the way, so I like that.
So then, what were some of your inspirations with wanting to start music? Like, what led you down that path?
I could never really see myself doing like anything normal, if that makes sense. You know, it's just something to like get out
You
there.
got that main character feeling.
I kind of like being the center of attention.
Oh.
Okay, don't tell anybody.
This
like
guy.
that
I don't know if you could
Secret
guess
safe
it,
within.
but
This guy thinks every artist doesn't like that.
come up with something like that. Just being able to do something impressive and like, you know, get props for it. I love that type of stuff.
Of
you
course.
know. And yeah, it's just kind of the driving force. You get a little hit of it early on, and then you're like, fuck, well, I'm addicted. So
Yeah.
And once you see
music is an addiction.
another thing is not only is music addiction, just like stream. You stream music. That's the thing nowadays. Like not it's back in the day it was like you sell CDs. You don't really know how many people are listening to it or how many times they're listening to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now you got that number there, and that once you get that big number,
Numbers are also
that
addictive.
will very much it's.
Mhm.
I would almost put it to I would almost calibrate it to gambling at that point.
There's probably
'cause,
some like little
because like once you
mechanism
get
that it
because like you
relates.
see a bigger number and you're like, oh, that's better, that's good, that's what I want to do. You
Mhm.
gotta keep doing that.
Right.
Big
That's
number,
actually-
better person.
Probably the
Like-
best analogy towards it I've ever heard is
No,
like
it is.
gambling.
No,
'Cause, like
100%.
each song you put out, it feels like a gamble.
And not
whether
only
it's
that-
good or
Yeah.
not.
The best part about putting out anything, song, YouTube video, podcast, whatever the hell art, Instagram pictures, whatever you do. No matter how, like, it could be 3 years later. Say Face Down, you just remastered it. Face Down's already a 3-year-old song.
Mhm.
3 years from now, Face Down blows up. That could happen.
Mhm.
That could happen to anybody at any time. Whatever you put out any single day could literally. It takes one person and one person's recommendations to then put it out to a million other people.
Right,
Like you just
right.
gotta keep putting your hat in the bag.
Mhm.
So what
Or your
was
name in
some
the
of your
name in the bag. My bad.
Yeah,
Your hat.
Name
Name in
in
the
the-
hat. Name in the bag. Same fucking
Hat in the
thing.
race.
Whatever.
So kind of going back to like when you had to actually stream your music on CDs, who were some of your like in
Oh
rotations?
gosh, like things that I actually bought.
Well, I listened to a lot.
Well,
yeah.
okay. So here's a better. What did you listen to as a kid? When you were younger, what did you listen to as a
Yeah.
kid? Back
Things
in the day.
things that got me like first into listening to music. Actually, some of the I'd say some of the more artists that like got me into like lyricism and really like just having the English language do acrobats and do all these like cool things with it is actually Bo Burnham.
Oh,
Really?
yo,
Yeah.
he is he is very talented artist.
Yeah.
And
he
just
is.
definitely.
just
He's
the way
great.
that he can make songs, the lyricism within his things. It's not like something
And
I'd
off the
go
top
out
of
and
his
like
head, dude.
I'd go out and like, you know, party to or anything like that, but just being able to do that,
Respecting
also
that
have
art
it be
form.
funny, and then, you know, yeah, stuff like that.
Have you seen Inside?
Yes.
I assume you've seen
Loved
Inside.
it.
Very, very
Loved
good
it.
movie or
Mhm.
documentary, I guess.
Mhm.
But he's always I think the biggest thing for me with Bo Burnham is how good he is at improvising. Because he can just come up with, you give him a little beat or something like that, he'll come up with some funny shit right away. He'll like look at you and be like, oh, you got that whack ass beard. You doing this? You know, you got CWHipHop. I don't know. Like he can go crazy. He does it all the time. And Bo Burnham's always just been really, really talented with with music. So I like that.
Yeah. And then other than that, I'd say 50 Cent was, gosh, I want to say I bought 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying.
Hey,
and like I actually bought it and like I listened to that heavy in rotation.
There you go.
It's one of the classics for sure.
Mm.
So do you have any like friends that help make your music or a team that you work with when you're putting a track together or?
Yeah, so I used to, back in the day, when I was first making music, just really had no clue whatsoever. Like, it was one of those things where it's like, you get there, you're like, all right, I'm gonna be a rapper. All right, day one. How do I do that? And so,
YouTube University.
yeah, right. And so I didn't have like any equipment or anything like that. And then just, I remember a buddy of mine who I was living with in college was like, hey, one of my buddies makes music. You want to go talk to him? I'm like, okay. So, talk to him, chop it up a little bit, and then make a song together, And then we're like, okay, well, we got this song. Where are we gonna record it? Build a little studio in his closet type thing. Like, okay, well, who's gonna mix and master it? And then like, it just so happened, living in Whitewater in a college town, we were doing this in a frat house, and one of the buddies upstairs, was DJing at the time.
Nice.
So we go ask him, hey, you want to mix our stuff? Yeah, sure. And so then.
That's dope. It's always
right.
nice to have those connections like that. Now I want to tie this into something. Is that possibly, what is it called? It is called Habitual Records. Is that what he's a part of, or like?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that? So what is Habitual Records then?
I used to be making music with that.
Yep, you made a few of them. You made a body.
Back in the day.
You made Busybody and Locale,
Mm-hmm.
and you also featured on Need You Now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was dude I was making music with right off the rip. He was the buddy upstairs who was doing the mixing and stuff and DJing. And yeah, we had a little bit of a falling out, parting of ways type thing, just different visions, you know what I mean? But yeah, just the what was it originally? It was actually rebranded, so it is now Habitual Records. Used to be 133.
I guess
Records.
I don't know what the other one is. Yeah, I guess I can't
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go as hard as go back to like what is that webpage where you can like go back and look at
Oh, the
old-
Time
Wayback
Machine.
Machine.
Time Machine, the Wayback Machine. Yeah, I didn't go that far to like try to look that much into it.
You should
So-
incorporate that. You might
That'd be,
missing some
dude,
stuff.
holy, that is true. That would be nuts, actually.
Take
That's
to the
actually a
next
good
level.
idea, because you could go back to their old Spotify's, or I mean, the SoundClouds, where they'd like deleted shit.
And Instagrams.
And Instagrams. Facts. Yo, ideas. I like it. I like it. Yo, every artist that comes in from now on, beware. All right.
Can I just build off that a little more?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
so,
it's all you, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a really interesting time in just like my music career, I guess you could say, because me and Dude, we were kind of buddied up, and then it was like just us, soul paired, doing stuff. And then it's just one of those things, again, you just start making more connections, and then we're like, all right, we got like 4 artists that we got here recording stuff, like why don't we just make a label and start putting stuff out? And so that's kind of where Habitual Records came from.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
So why? I guess you said it was like 133. Why the 133? I guess.
Is that
Oh,
the
address
area
of
code?
the
Area
gotcha.
code? Or
no,
zip
address
code?
of the place we were living at.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, area code's 3 numbers. So
It's 5.
Yeah.
no, but like 715.
Oh, you're talking about
Area
code.
code, yeah, area
I
code.
was thinking like zip code.
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah.
yeah.
Because
Gotcha,
everybody
right.
what is it 620 for Appleton or 602? Maybe I think it's
I don't
602.
remember.
602 sounds better.
But yeah.
I don't know though. I know it's 414 for Milwaukee, so rep 414 Bucks and 6. I don't know anything about basketball, but I always say that. All right. So next question. Do you have any kind of passions outside of music at all? Like what kind of passions do you have?
Yeah, if you're not making music,
without
what else
making,
you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, working out. I guess that's one of the big ones. Just like doing all sorts of I don't know, interesting things. The things that people wouldn't expect. Like I like to pick asparagus. So that's like a thing. So like during this time.
What do you use the asparagus for? That's my question.
Believe it
only
or
one
not,
right
I
answer.
mean, I
so you know.
assume that, but like, Does he make it into
It's
something? or
tied
does he
into the
eat it?
brand, yeah, just eating it. You
He's
just
just
find that
straight
on the
up?
side of the road, you know, type thing, pick that.
Oh, you
Find it on the
Pick a
side of the road.
Yeah, no joke.
He's got
Like,
ditches
there's
there.
super-
Yes.
super-
That
He grew up
exists.
right next to the ditch.
Right
I'm
next
just
to the
saying.
ditchweed, yeah.
Ask Keegan the entire way up here. I'm just sitting there like pointing out. Like,
You got me
left and right.
fucked
I'm
up.
like, no,
It wasn't.
yes.
Tell him to
Yes.
shut up when he's
No,
doing it.
not a chance. Wild
Are
asparagus
you, I
is
guess,
so good for
Are you
you.
not worried about like the carb emissions?
That's
flowing
low
on it, or,
cat.
like,
That's low carbs.
wash
That's
off
like
and
no
it's good?
carbs.
Versus
You're
the
eating
pesticides.
water.
That's
I
on
mean,
the,
it's fair, dude.
You make a
know what I
point, you
mean?
make a
Right.
point.
You know
So
what?
stuff like
We're
that.
gonna start eating roadside asparagus to save money, Mason. Okay?
Either that or have y'all ever heard of morel mushrooms?
I don't like mushrooms either way, so
I
no.
guess I haven't read the specific
I'm
one.
just saying. You like steak?
I really doubt it because I hate mushy textures. So I really doubt that I would like that mushroom.
It's
I do not like mushy textures in my
It is
mouth.
the texture from
I
mushrooms.
hate
No,
that
I
shit.
eat mushrooms.
It's not even the
That's the
taste.
ones you put on steak.
The taste is fine.
Yeah.
The taste barely tastes like anything.
gosh, these ones they're crazy though. People are willing to pay like $30-$40 a pound for these.
Not me.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Not this guy.
Just like random people or like restaurants?
If you were to take them to like a farmer's market or something. you
Okay,
know.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So just interesting stuff like that. Staying active, hanging out with friends. You know, just love staying in the mix and yeah.
So do you know like a lot about the wildlife around here, or is it just like those specific item or like a handful?
Yeah, just a couple of things like that.
Okay.
Just a little foraging things here and there. I'd like to get more into hunting and whatnot, but just haven't really made the transition yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So have you hunted before though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
That was unconfident.
it wasn't successful. That's why I'm
Okay.
not bragging about it.
He tried.
Hey, nobody's first one is successful because was it a deer? Or what was it?
It was cute little rabbits and squirrels. So.
Oh.
Okay, well then you don't really have an excuse because first of all, not only are they everywhere, but you when you see a rabbit or a squirrel, you don't get what is called buck fever. You've never hunted a deer before. When you see a deer, it's different. You get like an adrenaline rush
Sure.
behind the gun.
I don't know. I
And
get
it
pretty
makes it
happy when I
harder.
see a bunny too. So.
You don't get happy, but you don't get adrenaline rush.
probably
You don't
not,
start
probably.
shaking. You don't like. You're like, oh shit, it's right there. Like I gotta shoot
True.
this thing. Like
Yeah.
it's a different thing. Have you not gone gun hunting?
Yeah, I
deer?
shot Bambi my first time.
Imagine.
It was
Did
sad,
you not
but
have
I
a
got
buck
a
fever
deer.
at all? I mean, it's a Bambi. I probably.
Yeah, no, I was like, I'm getting the
Jesus
fucking
Christ,
deer.
this fucking
No,
guy.
like, I'll
This
be
guy's like,
honest.
oh, I see something moving. Sasquatch. I called it. I
I
killed him.
almost shoot. I almost shot through the like blind itself, like. Right
Jesus, Jacob.
And I quit after that. I was like, this ain't me.
This ain't for me.
Jesus. Imagine murdering an animal gives you adrenaline.
Have you?
Crazy people.
You've gone hunting before, right?
I've never shot anything. Well, I've
Really?
shot squirrels.
Oh my God, you guys are
I don't
soy boys.
Deer.
So
no, I'm just
what we would do is we would it was back in college, back in Whitewater. Me and my roommate at the time actually showed me how to go morale picking and all that stuff. We had this this frisbee golf course. And
Yo, shout out frisbee golf. Love disc golf. Disc golf's my shit.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
And that was where we would like classically go out and like smoke our joints and everything like that. So we're just being menaces out in these woods and stuff like
course.
that. And eventually we're just walking around one day. He's a big deer hunter, whatever, and he goes like, "Hey, I got like an airsoft gun, or not airsoft, pellet gun, you know, like one of those little crank pistol
Yeah,
things." And he goes like,
yeah.
There's a lot of rabbits out here. Should we like try getting one time?
Hey, I see a lot of rabbit. We gotta
Dude,
take this population down. He turns into
this
the
little pellet
DNR.
gun was so trash. Like the sight on it's bent.
Oh,
Yo, it's like anytime
yeah.
you shoot it, the pellet goes like 5 feet, and then it's like whatever
Oh,
direction
damn.
it wants to go. So
Whatever direction the wind's blowing.
yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
So
It sounds like he wasn't cranking it enough. Because the more cranks you get, the higher the.
not on this thing, dude.
No.
Some of them were
Straight
just
out
like-
of Grandpa's attic.
Okay.
Yeah,
I had a
shit.
BB gun at one point. They got run over by a truck,
Oh.
and so the barrel was bent, and you'd shoot it, and it's just so much fun.
Jesus.
Sorry, a little side.
Hey,
No,
Prism's
yeah.
like, hey, watch this. He trick shots a bunny. He's looking literally away from it.
Like
shoots.
eagle-eyeing,
Eagle eye in the shot. Looks away from it. Boom, bullet swerves around him and hits the bunny.
Curves the
Oh,
ball.
my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Literally. That'd be crazy. So, to our knowledge, and you also did confirm this. Your first track ever released is Face Down.
Mhm.
Played that
March
on Live
15th, 2019. You recently just released the song again on Spotify, May 9th, 2022. Was there anything before this? Which clearly there wasn't, but what was the reason that you guys put it back on Spotify?
Like reposted it?
Yeah.
It was so actually this Renaissance Man mixtape that I have coming out, it was meant to be like my first project. So the songs on there are kind of basic, but I felt like it was like important for me to be able to tell my story. And so one of the biggest hookups on hang-ups on releasing it was I felt like a couple of songs, particularly How Are You, really needed that extra little bit of love to it that, you know, me and my friend just couldn't provide through mixing and mastering. So it was all about finding the right people to do that.
That makes sense.
So then eventually I found you guys and, you know.
Prizm particularly.
Yep, Prizm. Absolutely, you killed the mixing and mastering on that stuff.
He
So
always
very well
does.
done on that. But yeah, so, you know, that was the 2019 release was the first attempt at like getting something down, doing basic mixing type things, and then releasing it. And then this is the serious time around where it's gonna go full blown with Renaissance Man.
Oh yeah.
Now you said you were wanting to put this one onto Renaissance Man. You like had a vision for it. Like, was this a planned out album? You're like,
Yo,
this
what's
is
up,
gonna be
Taco? What's up, Michaela? How you guys doing? Hope you're having a great Wednesday.
Prizm has
Welcome.
one that he has. I'm not gonna give it away. But
I'll be right back.
It was his initial idea for like when he first got into music. It was like it was Human, and that was like at one point at the end, I'm gonna do it. Is that what yours kind of was? Where you're like at one point I want to do Renaissance Man, or was it kind of a quick?
No, yeah, so, and the thing that I like about Renaissance Man is, too, like the name in it, Renaissance Man is somebody who can do a lot of things, so I wanted to come with like a bunch of different styles on it, but
Okay.
also Renaissance means rebirth. I want to say that's in French or something like that. So, yeah, I just wanted to, like, this is going to be my first project I'm putting out to people, want it to be like my rebirth, my, you know, first step out to people, you know, type thing. So
Okay.
it was definitely in the visions from the very beginning.
Yeah. So then, yeah, you obviously re-released it here. So then your second release would come soon after on March 22nd, 2019, and it was called Where You Been? And this is another older song of yours that you remastered and uploaded again to Spotify, and it also overrides the audio file on the soundtrack, so you actually saved all of your stats for that on SoundCloud when it was posted. What gave you that idea, like, hey, I want to do this instead of re-releasing it, and what made you want to redo this one as well?
So again, yeah, just covering it up, it kind of just keep the stats, make things look nice, you know,
Yeah.
so like not losing that. But again, same type of thing where it's like, you know, I feel like this song was part of the vision. It needs to be done certain justices to be able to get it out in the way that I had originally visioned. And yeah, so just ended up getting that one banged out, put on the project too.
And you had Prizm do that one as well, right?
Mhm.
So you actually, when you remastered it, you have a little cameo from Prizm on there. We
Yep,
didn't
yep.
we know about that until we were listening about it today.
Uh-huh.
And you had that in the beginning there. Was that somebody else in the original one? I guess.
Yeah, yep. The original one was somebody else, and it was okay. I mean, you know, we're not doing any major theatricals on this, but
No,
you know, I
yours,
feel
like,
like
it was
Prizm
kind of
gave
like-
it a little bit more of the energy it needed.
Okay,
Mhm.
perfect.
Yeah.
Do you guys plan on working together more with?
Oh,
Prizm?
Well, we're
absolutely!
definitely
I
gonna
hope
work
so.
on some stuff together, more full songs together instead of.
I want to do
just
more cover
snippets.
arts.
I'm with it.
Now, have you remastered and re-uploaded any of your other older songs?
Yeah, so there's also This You Shot, and so This You Shot is also just, I feel like the whole Renaissance Man is just kind of basically like a concept album. In a way, it's meant to be listened from front to back, and it's just a nice little, you know, hi, how are you, about, you know, me, what I'm up to, where you been is what I've been doing, you know, and then it keeps going like This You Shot. You better talk to me now and get on the train now, otherwise I'm gonna be famous and I'm gonna be gone. So don't miss your chance to get to actually know who I am, type thing. And then yeah, the other songs after that.
Yeah, I definitely, now that I hear like what Renaissance, why you picked that, like I hear in the song titles and even the songs themselves, like, hey, this is me.
Right.
You get to know me now before my next project. Like,
Right.
here you go. So yeah, we were just coming into.
Just
the
go ahead and
release.
just
Okay.
go into the next one. So just so it's flawless. Go.
So going back to when you first started, we kind of talked about a little bit, but what was your setup like? What kind of DAW were you using? Equipment? Like,
Yeah. So
How big was the closet?
Yeah, it was pretty nice. It was like a nice little walk-in closet.
Hey,
Yeah,
I got it right finally. Let's go.
Yeah, for real. And so my buddy had the mic. Everybody else has always had the equipment whenever I'm making music and stuff.
So you have
like
the
that.
connections. That's good.
Right. And I always feel like I help bring like the ingenuity and like drive to the situations though. So like we have this closet, big open space
One of the most
to
important
it.
things to bring.
Right. Big open space to it where there's like a lot of echo and stuff like that. And I was like, this just ain't gonna work. So I ended up taking a couple sheets of plywood, spray gluing a bunch of soundproofing to it, and then shoving it into the closet. Actually, on How Are You, one of the pictures that I gave to you for the cover art is one of the pictures of the first.
Yes, I
studio
remember
I was
that.
recording
It looked small.
Yeah.
Well, at least that part of it. But of course, you said it was in a walk-in closet, so I'm sure the
Just
surrounding
the
part of it
corner
was
of it.
more than like, yeah, you just
Right.
did a corner, of course.
Mhm.
Yeah, which is definitely smart. We could literally, I have a walk-in closet. We could literally do that there, but we'd have to move a whole setup, and that would be
Yeah,
just
I guess we can put
unfortunate.
your bedroom out here. We can use that as like the studio. That'd be.
Wait a minute,
Sure.
you're onto something. I think that'd be pretty dope.
It
That
would
would
be
be pretty dope.
insane, but like.
If we're doing that, you have to start doing more studio time and get your ass out of bed every day then.
I mean,
And-
leave that
no,
on
no,
my
no,
bed.
no, 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 no.
If
I'm
we
gonna talk
did
about now
something
if you
like
want
that, no. But
But I like that idea first of all because we could do that. First of all, we could do that out here. If we got like shelves or some shit for like the Wi-Fi stuff that we got on the table there, we move that table and we could literally put two
And, like,
pieces.
get us
We
set
could
up.
get two pieces of plywood, put soundproofing on both sides and in the middle or like right on the wall there. Plus you have the shield for the mic, and that will make like a tiny little booth. Plus we have the soundproofing in the whole room.
Yeah.
Which it honestly really helps. This used to be a lot more echoey without the big panels that we have. Yeah.
so what was your DAW though?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We were just recording stuff in GarageBand.
Ooh,
there you go.
Real nitty gritty.
It's always either GarageBand or Audacity.
Yep.
How was GarageBand though? Did you enjoy using it? Like, did you get good at it? Like, what was your favorite thing about GarageBand?
No, that was. I mean, it's just. Again, that was like right after I was like, all right, time to be a rapper. All right, so what's the next steps? And just getting to actually like play around, drag stems around, chopping things up. I didn't like that. Take that out, bring it back in.
Mhm.
Just adds a whole
Let's
nother
go, Casey,
level
shit.
of artistry and dedication it takes to like get good at these types of things. I just never really anticipated.
You start to. That's the process of it. You start to understand the process of it.
Do you remember
when you
what
come
mic
into
you
it.
had? Was it a USB
Oh,
one or did you have
gosh.
an interface?
No, gosh, was it a USB mic? I think it had to have been. Yeah, because that whole setup was
No,
That's
don't
not
hate
the
on
first
USB
setup.
mics. They work just fine. They work just fine.
Yeah, they're doing great.
They're doing great. Good. Keep it up. Keep it up.
But like even like Audacity
Patting my mic.
is what I started on, and that just taught me the process of mixing and everything. So
Mhm.
like
He got good.
yeah,
at
the
that
first DAW is always super important to like learn because everything you use after that is just it
builds.
compiles.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and there's no shame in using things like that. You can sometimes hear like these stories of like artists making crazy stuff on GarageBand. You're like,
We know somebody that has done that, and it is crazy. Like how did you mix your vocals on that? Like how did you make it sound like that? The fuck?
right?
You made that
And
beat
it's all
on there?
about, it's all about
How?
the dedication.
How?
Right?
But some of the good things about a free one is there's less to it because it is free, so you have to work with the basics. And
Right.
then
It almost
the more
makes you
expensive
get
one
better
is-
then. It's almost
Yeah.
like this is a bad analogy, I guess, but when baseball players
say that anyways.
they'll hold more than two bats, they'll hold a couple bats,
Yeah,
to, like,
yeah,
put
when
more
they're on
weight,
deck,
and then
right.
it makes it feel like less weight when they're swinging the bat.
Yeah.
Because once you get to that, bigger DAW, as you were saying, Prizm, it almost feels more natural. You still have
Yeah.
to learn a few things, but it feels
God.
more, few things, I should say.
I felt
Parentheses around few.
amazing.
So, did you have anything else significant about this studio that we should know? This old studio setup.
Yeah, and then too, one of the best parts about it is, like I was saying, it was attached to a frat house.
Yeah.
I love that.
Parties all the time, and then
Oh,
that's
no.
like the best thing too.
It's in the
you
background
get,
of the mic.
You get a girl, you're like, hey, yo, yeah, I make music. Like, you make music? I'm like, you want to see where I make my music? And then the studio looks.
This is where the magic happens, baby.
Yeah, for real, right.
Walks
So
into the
it's
booth.
just, the one thing though is you always gotta keep a squeegee around because there's so much beer on the floor.
That makes sense. Bro. You gotta have a mop at that point.
It's like right next to the plunger. You need a squeegee.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're talking about already. This is your shot. That was your third ever track
Mhm.
that you released
And a
March
long hiatus
30th,
after that.
2019. So 3 years ago. And that's first of all, I just want to say that's 3 songs in your first month of releasing music, which is pretty good. Normally people will put one out just to test the water, and then they'll wait a while. They'll be like, oh, maybe that wasn't good, or they'll like taking in feedback to figure out their sound or whatever that they're trying to do with it. So it's kind of cool that you released that many. I guess where did all that come from in such a short amount of time?
So that was actually, and I felt like I was behind schedule at that point. But that was meant to be like the classic, like you release a couple singles type thing, and then you release the whole mixtape. But then, gosh, I can't even remember that far back. But it had to have been something like, oh, this verse ain't quite ready yet. We didn't get this one quite mastered. Hey, do you know somebody to like get this done or something like that? And then you missed the release date for the whole project type thing, and then I've had so many different iterations of Renaissance Man. I had a version that was like 15 songs long at one point, and eventually you like grow further ahead, and then you kind of like look back and you're like, okay, what doesn't need to be on there, and so. Yeah, just
So did you want more than 6 initially, but like just didn't quite have it, or were you just like?
So yeah, again, back then just didn't, and then there were like a couple of songs like How Are You that I knew needed that extra little oomph to it, and so it's like getting those songs ready. It's not quite ready yet, and then just keeping the journey going, and then now I got the 6 songs out on it, and I'm planning on doing a deluxe release where there's going to be another 4 songs on the deluxe. So it's going to come out to be 10 songs in total.
Nice.
But yeah, and songs that I didn't think were going to be on there, songs that I was certain were going to be on there, getting taken off, and yeah, just adapting and.
Yeah, just working with, I guess, what you got, and if you're at a point where it's like, okay, you want to put out something good, you don't want to just put out to put some music out.
Mm-hmm.
And then right after that, you then went on, once again, we talked about the Habitual records. You said you had a bit of a fallout, so we won't stay on it too long.
Sure.
But you had, 2 of them were your songs, Locale and Busybody, which Busybody's out on all the platforms for you. And you featured on Need You Now,
which is one of my best verses out there right now.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. All right, you should try to like just take that song. But then you went on to release. Oh wait, hold on. Didn't I have another question? Yes. What are some things that you had to overcome in your past to get to the point that you are now?
Oh gosh. As much as I do like being the center of attention, I was more so known for being like a funny guy type thing. And I'd been told so many times growing up that like people just tell me that like you're gonna be a comedian growing up. It's like one of those things. And so it was weird to like have that be like the expectation of me, and I'm like, actually, I want to make music. Not only that, I want to be a white rapper, and like it's just like,
you can make funny music too. That's a thing.
I was gonna say, have you tried to stay away from like the comedy rap, or is it something you're like, maybe later?
See, so I feel like I got in a couple of songs where there's like funny bars that'll drop in here and there, but I also do like to stay not so serious when it comes to like songs. Something like My Fair Lady, like that's just like a nice, lighthearted bop or something like that. And then I've got a song, eventually I hope this one comes out, it's called Brew House.
Okay.
And it's just kind of an ode to coffee, all about coffee. And it's
I think I've heard that one, to be honest. Interesting. All right, I see you.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I like that though. That you got a couple like a coffee song too.
Right.
It's like you're almost like Mr. Little Dicky over here.
Yeah.
Extra Little Dicky.
Whoa.
Well,
big and fat, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, we'll go with
He's
that.
big.
As fat as slim bread. As fat as sliced bread, you know what I mean?
BDT.
So you went on to release 7 tracks in an album called Cuffin' Season, October 29th, 2021. Fun fact, that's my birthday. It's my 21st birthday. I was sick as fuck. I didn't get to go out for my birthday, so it sucked.
How'd you like your birthday present?
It was terrible.
No.
I know what he means. I know what he means. But my real present was throwing up in the trash for all night.
Yikes.
And it wasn't even from alcohol, unfortunately. But this Cuffin' Season had tracks on it such as My Fair Lady, LMK, which is Let Me Know, Low Light, Busybody, Lay It On Me, She Won't, and Same Way. Can you tell us what inspired the making of this album? I know you touched on it a little bit, but let us know. Is there any little details we need to know about? What happened with this?
Again, Renaissance Man was supposed to be the first project I ever wanted to do, and it felt like it was coming to the point where me and my business partner's relationship at the time, who I'm producer, I'm making music with and whatnot. I could kind of tell things were coming to an end. I had those 3 songs out, you know, Face Down, Where You Been, Miss Your Shot, and I was like, man, I've been making music for way too long. Like, I need to like put more stuff out. The stuff that I want to put out on Renaissance Man though needs extra certain love to it that, you know, I can't put it out quite yet. What can I do to actually give people something to listen to? And so I just had a nice little section of love songs that I didn't think fit anywhere on any of my other projects. And then I was just sitting there one day and I was just like, fucking make a love song project. You know, Mac Miller's got like Divine Feminine, something like that. You know, It's not too far-fetched to like put something like that out there. And so just kind of got those songs. You know, they were already written and everything. Just had to kind of put them together, put it in order, and you know, get everything going on that.
Did you like spend a lot of time thinking about the track order?
Yeah, actually, I kind of that in itself too is kind of a concept album where there's My Fair Lady, the introduction of meeting the person. LMK, are you really trying to take this, you know, relationship seriously? Low Light, getting into the relationship type thing, and you know, the lovey-dovey type stuff. And then Busybody, you know, getting down to it, you know what Busybody's about. Having a good time. And then it starts coming down to the breakup of the relationship. Lay it on me. What are you hiding from me? You know, what are you scared to say? What are your demands in some sort of relationship? And then things like She Won't, you know, just things that someone's not going to put up with, you know, things that they're not going to provide, X, Y, Z. And then finally leaves you with Same Way, where you do me dirty, I'm going to do you dirty too. So.
No, it's a cool little lineup for like.
I do like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's gonna be hard to pick now knowing the lineup actually has some meaning behind it. But if you had 3 songs from the first album that you wanted the listener to go listen to after this interview, what would you pick?
First and foremost, something that's gonna get you like nice in a nice vibey mood. You know, get you interested in listening to more. Pardon me. My Fair Lady for sure. My Fair Lady. That's
a good track.
Yeah, love that. Just nice, bouncy, lighthearted. You'll get in the mood to listen to more stuff. After that, I'd definitely say, if you're a guy, there's gonna be 2 separate ones. If you're a guy, listen to Lay It On Me. That one, gosh, just every time I hear that song, there's just something special in that one.
It's a good one.
Low Light for the women. I feel like they get a lot of, I get a lot of compliments on that one. And then to finish it off, I'd say Busybody. Busybody was like, yeah, one of my first ones to get like good attention on like SoundCloud and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you could go back in time as your current self and help your past self on your first album, is there anything you would do differently?
Patience. The funniest thing.
It's a virtue.
Yeah, no, it really is. And like, you can shoot yourself in the foot. One of my biggest hang-ups on that project is the mixing and mastering isn't great. And I know that, I'm not dumb to the fact, but I felt like, okay, before, you know, things with me and my producer are gonna cave in, I gotta get something put out, you know, otherwise I don't know when this music's coming out. I had somebody kind of in the works to maybe potentially work with mixing and mastering. I hit them up, didn't get a response, and so I was like, all right, I guess we're gonna do it in-house, and then kind of got it done and put it out. 2-3 days after I put out my project, dude finally responds to my message. Hey, what's up? What can I help you with? And I was just like, bro, just put out this whole project. I ain't gonna be putting one out for months, but like, you know, I appreciate you hitting me back type thing.
Dude.
So one of the biggest things I would say is patience, for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it seems like you kind of had your back to the wall. You're like, I gotta at least get it out there. But yeah. Okay.
Right.
So in your music, you're very lyrical.
Very.
You tend to tell a story a lot, and you're very good at describing like certain scenes. You know, very descriptive in terms of giving people a visual or an image in their mind as you are, you know, rapping or singing. Is that something that you intend to do?
Yeah. So going back to like the lyrical gymnastics, that kind of gets me into music in the first place. It's just being able to paint some sort of image, have your lyrics actually have meaning to it, and it is one of the biggest things that I like. People who I feel like also do it really well. Someone like Lil Wayne. I don't know how much y'all listen to Ab-Soul.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Ab-Soul, incredible on lyricism, and then but also on that being able to have like the substance to your lyrics, but also try to mix in like the musicality of something like a Mac Miller, and being able to like tie everything together and that type of thing is like kind of my goal.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I see you on that. And you seem to choose beats that are more like boom bap / jazz feel. Is that kind of what you look for in your beats, or like what do you look for when you're looking for a beat?
Eccentric. When I look
All
for
over the place,
something,
just some crazy shit.
I just want the weirdest shit you can find me. Like I don't care what it sounds like. Well, it has to sound catchy. It has to sound good, but like weird instruments, weird patterns, this, that, and the other thing. Things that I feel like people tend to shy away from is like where I feel like I can excel. It's not too big of a challenge for me.
He's a Weird Al.
I can't remember last time I was here. Did I show y'all that song that I wrote over a pencil sharpener type beat?
You showed me that.
Pencil sharpener type beat?
Pencil
I've
sharpener
never
type
heard
beat.
that in my life.
Absolutely, and it's fire.
Where did you
It's
find?
fire.
Did you? Don't tell me you literally went on YouTube and looked up pencil sharpener beat. You had to have found it somehow, right?
Came up in the recommended, so
Thank-
I'm not
okay,
out here
good.
actively
Okay,
looking
okay.
at
Still,
right.
So
I'm glad.
You obviously use YouTube. Do you use any other sites for finding beats, or is it?
I
Your
don't know.
producer?
From time to time, SoundCloud and stuff like that, and I'd like to do more grassroots and actually meeting people and getting to network that way. It just hasn't ever really like panned out with where I'm at, being able to record stuff and
Yeah,
So eventually we're gonna be getting out there doing more collabs and stuff. So
definitely. Hit them up.
So
Hit 'em
what do
up
you
if
think?
you're listening.
What do you think is the best advice that you've ever gotten?
ooh, that's a good one.
This is always a thinker.
Yeah, right. Best advice I've ever gotten. I think it's just it doesn't have to be direct advice to me or just things I've seen Rick Rubin say.
Well, I guess if it impacted you directly and it was advice from somebody that was just generally given,
Some advice you picked
and
up
you've
along
heard
the
it,
way.
just advice period.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
What do you got? I'm curious.
I'd say just being okay with work being done, just like knowing when to call it quits on something.
Not being a perfectionist.
Right,
Trying to,
and just being able to put out more
I like
work.
that.
And as
That's
long as
facts.
you're putting in a good effort,
That's
you know what I mean?
facts.
Once you get to future places, that stuff will come more naturally to you. You'll have more connections, more experience.
and with doing
it's
that
so
as well,
tough,
you'll
too.
learn to fail.
Right.
Because failing is essential. You got to learn how to fail to learn how to get better. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, if you were to put a description on it, what would you describe your music as?
Oh gosh. Hip hop. CWHipHop. I don't know. It's hard to say. There's like, because again with Renaissance Man, there's just I felt like I came with a bunch of different like types of styles on that. I got some of the harder stuff. On the deluxe version, there's gonna be like a nice soft like guitar beat. I would just say lyric central, focused hip hop. I don't know
Okay.
quite what I'd put like not like a neo soul hip hop.
Yeah, you don't gotta blend
no,
everything, but
but
just kind of a direction of what your
Yeah.
music is.
It doesn't have to be super specific.
Yeah,
I would
I'd
say,
definitely say lyrically.
eccentric lyrical hip hop.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay,
That's a good
sure,
answer.
sure. I was gonna skip that one because you already said eccentric to the other one,
That's
but
fair.
either way, it's all
Mhm.
good. Can you run us through a studio session with Big Fat Tony?
Okay.
What does that look like
I'll run
from
you
the
through it.
outside?
No. We'll do it right now. Yeah.
If me and or like the listener is a fly on the wall during your studio session, what are they going to witness?
Well, first and foremost, you got to get the vibes right. Get cool lights going. Set a mood. Essential people in the room only. You know what I mean? You can't. I'm not the biggest fan of groupies, distractions, and things like that.
There to work.
But you got the groupies, all right?
No, after the song's done.
Yeah.
That's good. It's kind of most of the time you got some tree in there, that's for sure. So just twist up a little
Of
something,
course.
get you in the zone.
Right.
We need to plant more of
Type
those.
thing. Love trees. Yeah, no, big arborist over here. Get some of that, maybe a little bit of drink going. You know what I mean? Just help you get in the zone, feel the vibe a little bit.
Loose juice.
Right, and then hop up on the mic. As many takes. Well, I'm not gonna say as many takes. Some again, you have to be required be able to put things out and be happy with it. But spending a couple hours on a song, getting the same thing, same verse over and over and over. Make sure you're getting your inflections right, type thing. Subbing in when you need to, that type of shit. Yeah, and then I'd say a song probably takes anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour of recording, and then get that out of there and get on to the next one.
Do you only write in the studio, or is it when you have some free time at
Oh
work?
no, I can write in the studio sometimes. I don't necessarily like being. I do some of my best work when I'm under pressure, when the gun's to my head and I need to get something done. I just seem to somehow manage to pull something out of me. But
That's a good quality to have, though, to be honest.
But I do like to have my stuff prepared, practiced, so I can show up to the studio. Here's what we're doing, get it done, type thing.
I'm prepared with it.
And Prizm has a good experience with that. He like he said before, you came with bullet points when you asked him to mix.
Yeah, you were ready.
Mm-hmm.
You were ready, and I much appreciated. That's what I want from the studio sessions. I want someone who knows what we're working on, how they want it done.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes the process
Just so
much
you're not
better,
wasting
and
any of
there's
his
no,
bedtime.
and there's no disappointment on either end because we both know what we're looking for at that point.
Right, exactly.
So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then, after dropping Cuffin' Season, you dropped Thinking About You, December
Oh,
24th,
yeah.
2021, which
Ooh,
by
right
the
before
title you
Christmas.
think is a sad song. But then once you play it and the beat comes in, it's got some uplifty guitar.
Oh, yeah.
It's got a groovy shaker, and it reminds me of a song that I would turn on Big Cheese 107.9 and it'd be on the oldies station. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It sounds
for
like
sure.
some oldies shit that I turn on my parents used to listen to. What inspired that?
Ah, gosh, I miss her still.
Ooh. I'm sorry, bro. Maybe you should call her.
I remember actually telling Prizm a bit about this one last time I was over, that whole situation. But yeah, just writing a song. I had an idea to do something, because that's actually, the song is called, the original song is Thinking About You, and I think it's by London Beat or something like that. And I was like, man, his verses on it are, whatever, but I was like, I can do something more hip-hoppy and just keep that chorus in there and, create something kind of banging. And I feel like I kind of hit that, but yeah, it's and then just dealing with actually having the real life material finally come along that helps you put together something like that, because one of my biggest things is, I'm not saying you can't lie in your music, you can definitely stretch truth and blah blah blah, but I prefer to write about real things that have actually happened. So I get the idea for something like that, something happens to me, and then I'm like, oh, I can actually write a song about this. And actually wrote it for a girl for a Christmas present.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
How was the Christmas present received?
They liked it, but things went
Okay.
rocky not too long after that.
Hey, shit gets
Yeah.
rocky.
man. Well,
It's how it goes.
That's how it
It
goes.
is what it is.
Most of the time. So starting the next year, you released a slower song called Exodus,
Mhm.
February 23rd, 2022. At the end, there's also a beat switch up. What was your idea with that?
So the way that track kind of came about, there was this beat that I found on YouTube, and I was like, man, this beat's fire, because the beginning instrumental to that is just such a nice, heartfelt, slow piano type thing. Loved that instrumental so much, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna write something to this one day. And then finally I was like, all right, today's the day I'm gonna go write to that beat. I go look it up on YouTube. It's not there. I was just like, bro, I was
Damn.
like, right. And I was
Been there
like,
before.
I love that instrumental. I was gonna put some fire on that. And so probably a year goes by, and I'm working with my producer again, and we're going through our Google Drive and shit, and kind of clearing things up, consolidating things. And I was like, hey, what's this folder? And in the folder, there's a track that's just labeled 1 period. And so click on that. I don't fucking remember putting that in there, but that's the beat, right?
Damn.
And I flipped my lid when I heard that thing. I was like,
Nice.
no way, let's go. Start celebrating. So yeah, I had that. And then there was one day that I had heard the
What's up,
the second
Mike?
half,
How
the
you
beat
doing, man?
switch is actually just a song by 90s Flav, I want to say it's called Call Me. and I don't know what it was. It just something told me that those needed to go together.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, if something's telling you that it's gotta happen, then it's gotta happen. You know what I mean?
Dude, and that's the best feeling ever, like finding something you thought you never were gonna get again.
I know,
like that,
right?
just like rush of like, just pure happiness.
Right.
And like kind of a weight off your shoulders that it wasn't there, you know, originally,
Yeah,
because you kind of
right.
forgot about it, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's crazy. You don't like remember like, you know,
Putting
like you
it in
couldn't
there
find
for
it,
what
and
reason,
like you're just
right.
like, oh, it's gone. But then it for some reason it's
Right.
downloaded
Did you
there.
even name the folder?
It was some like extras, something bullshit, you know.
Good
Okay,
thing you
okay.
just go in there and like highlight.
What's
And
that?
Good thing you didn't just go in there and highlight.
Right,
Like,
and delete,
something you
yeah,
know.
right.
God.
Never would have known.
So a month later, after Exodus,
Uh-oh.
March 21st, 2022, you released your song "Runaway"
Mhm.
about a female running out of your life. Did something spark this streak of sad music?
I'd like to plead the fifth, but I feel like y'all could kind of get the message on that.
Sure,
Okay.
hey man, you
if
got
you
your
listen,
rights.
uh,
You got your rights. I know what you're doing. That's all good.
Yeah.
So you just recently then released an EP, May 31st, 2022, called Renaissance Man, with 6 total tracks, 2 of which are remastered tracks we talked about before. 1 from 2019 and 3 now as well, new as well titled "How Are You?" Mad Science, and Leave in Peace. What inspired this EP?
I'm sorry, one more
What
time.
inspired this EP?
So yeah, Renaissance Man is just meant to be the kickoff to my career type thing, showing
Debut
people
kind of shit?
right.
Okay.
Just meant to be a nice debut, show people what I can do type thing.
Is it something you want to kind of carry on, like as a series, like maybe Renaissance Man 2, or like is it just you're like one and
Sounds
done?
kinda good.
So kind of in that way. So we did state earlier this is a history podcast. So
Make sure to put us in the history tags as well as the music
Sure.
tags.
My first project is gonna be Renaissance Man. The cover art, well, the first project was meant to be Renaissance Man. It's the cover art is kind of like meant to be like a classical type, like Mona Lisa-esque looking.
And it's got you in an Italy jacket. Are you
picture.
Italian?
Yes, sir.
Ah,
part
brothers
of the
over
Big
here.
Fat Tony, Big Fat Tony ethos.
Gotcha. Hey, I'm walking in.
Hey! And then you talk with your hands.
Exactly.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time, dude.
What was the question again?
Well, what inspired the EP?
And then, yeah,
I mean, you kind of
you're gonna
already
do more.
somewhat
Yeah, and
talked
so
about it.
and so then this too is just also a concept album where it's like meant to go through, you know, where you been, how are you, introducing like who I am, this you shot, face down, what I'm doing, making music, and then we got Mad Science again making music, and then Leave in Peace brings a nice little weird downturn to the mixtape to help end it type thing.
Okay, I like that. Is there a reason? Actually, no, fuck that one. Do you have any stories from the making of this project?
Yeah, probably one of the most heartfelt pieces on it is actually Leave in Peace. That one's really special to me. My late homie ended up ODing, but before he ended up passing away, he showed me that beat, and so that one's just a little something special to me.
Gotcha.
And kind of ironic in a way, not what I was expecting it to like turn into, but you know, we all have our own struggles with, you know, potentially substances or, you know, whatever negative things are going on in your life, and that's just where I feel like that song's kind of going with, dealing with the not so glamorous sides of being a rapper, and like, you know, the negative feelings that come with that, and you know, everybody's got those, and you know, just really putting that on display. So that's
So okay. So what does your current studio setup look like?
So just actually finished that.
Hey,
I'm
Shout
living with,
out to who on the couch?
shout out Keegan, follow his Instagram, T-Tuned, and yeah, just moved in with him. He's gonna be the videographer. He's been doing my cover arts and stuff like that, and just threw something together in the closet. Got a whole bunch of sound panels all nailed into the wall.
It did, yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
saw a picture
yeah.
of it.
I'll be putting up pictures of it pretty soon on my Instagram.
Oh, I think I
so-
saw a picture of it. You showed me the picture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Keegan showed me the picture, right?
So
I think I saw
y'all
it.
give me a follow. Y'all can see
Yeah.
that coming up soon. But and then got a nice AKG mic in there. I can't remember what the exact. Or no, the Audio Technica. What are you using?
Oh,
I'm using the
yeah,
same
you
mic
ended
as
up
you.
getting it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That same one. I forgot what it is, but.
Audio? Yeah, I don't remember. It's an Audio Technica.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Came here to do some extra recording to finish up Renaissance Man with Prizm. He's using that one, so I was like, I love the way this is sounding. I'm just gonna get the same thing. But,
Yeah.
And it works. I mean, it's a mic and it
It
picks
does
it up
the
great
job.
quality. Yeah.
Better
can't
than
go
a
wrong
gaming
with it.
headset.
I gotta replace mine soon. I'm starting to get some like buzzing and stuff, so like stuff's starting to
I
sound
mean, we've had that
robotic.
since we started though, so that's going
Dude,
on.
yeah,
3
this
years.
guy.
Oh, yeah, no, it's
3 years now. Yeah.
It's a
You got your
little
use
old,
out of it
and
for sure.
it's been moved around a lot. So,
Facts.
but
So when it comes to making your music, do you have a process?
Yeah. For the most part, it's sit down with a beat. Well, again, the beat selection is a big part of it. So I'll sit down for hours and just save beats on YouTube and stuff like that. Somewhere I'm like, okay, that's weird, and come back to that later. I like that, come back to that later.
Sometimes they won't come back to them later.
Yeah,
It
most
does
of the time.
definitely.
And so, I'll like go through, try to have like a writing session or something. So most of the time I'll have like a couple beats that are constantly on rotation in my head. And then sometimes when the inspiration's right, it all just starts like coming out, and like, who knows. Sometimes it can just be I'm sitting there and I'll literally come up with one word, listen to the song, come up with one word to it, and then I'm like, okay, that's the whole vibe for the song, and then it all just kind of comes naturally from there. Like,
Do you ever play off like the title of the beat? Like if it's titled like I'm saying, like a flower. or
yeah,
something, you're gonna use that. Okay.
From time to time.
Okay.
Yeah. I try to stay away from that.
Sugar,
though, just 'cause-
yeah, we have a song Sugar Punk. Literally title of the beat, it says it in the song. We're like, you have to call it Sugar Punk.
I get you. Sure.
I mean, if it says it in the beat, you might as well.
You might
yeah.
as well at that point.
So do you think that you found your sound? And if so, how long did it take you to find your sound? And how did you come across it?
I think we're just starting to get there. So, I'd say on my 4th mixtape that I'm gonna have planned out is when I'm really gonna start hitting my stride. So I feel like Cuffing Season, it wasn't meant to be the first project, so the stuff on there is gonna be a little bit more advanced. I feel like that's kind of my sound a little bit. Renaissance Man is a little bit of a step back in developing my sound, but the deluxe version of Renaissance Man is gonna be going a little bit closer to that.
Do you have an ETA on that possibly?
The deluxe, gosh.
Still kind of in the works.
I'm gonna give it like, let's say like 2-3 months.
Okay.
Yeah. Then after that, I got my medieval mixtape.
He's going back in time.
Yeah. So we got the Renaissance Man mixtape, medieval, and then after
Dark
that's
Times.
gonna be Enlightenment, and I
Oh,
feel like Enlightenment is really
you
when
skipped the plague. you skipped it.
Hey,
man.
that's the second half of
That's
medieval.
That's his
Alright,
Machiavelli.
It goes
Yeah,
Inferno, yeah.
Okay.
Things burned down a little bit.
I got you.
Yeah. Yeah, so getting real close. I'd say by the time you're listening to things off my medieval mixtape, I'm really starting to hit my stride. And
Okay.
I think I've shown you a
good.
couple of the songs that are going to be on there.
Mhm.
And I think you were saying that, you're like, yeah, man, you're really starting to...
Yeah, you're
Fuck
really
yeah.
stepping into your role. Like you're starting to really figure out who you are in your music, and it's that new shit's good.
For sure.
So with your titles, you're using like Renaissance, Enlightenment. Are you kind of like a history buff or interested in
I
it?
love history. Just something that, I don't know, came kind of naturally to me growing up and stuff.
What's your favorite history fact right now?
Oh, favorite history fact?
His eyebrow twitched twice. Did you see that?
Is that-
He I guarantee you, every time somebody asks him about a history fact, his eyebrow does that. Gives
Look
him
at their
that.
files,
that
he's like, what's
exactly.
going
He's
on?
looking through his brain.
I actually got a bar about it in Mad Science, I want to say, where I talk about the burning of the Library of Alexandria.
Oh, okay.
And I just
Okay.
think that's such a interesting thing of how much further human civilization might be ahead if we didn't burn the world's library
Like
full
most of our
knowledge.
knowledge, I
Right,
gotcha.
exactly.
Did you have to look up history facts for Renaissance Man? Yeah.
No, not really.
That's
Did you? I mean,
You'd
did
like
you?
to
Okay.
do.
Did you incorporate the facts that you know about the Renaissance? I assume you know about the Renaissance.
Yeah.
Did you incorporate those facts in the Renaissance Man?
There's certain things like that. Like I got a line. I'm not entirely sure when the Sistine Chapel was painted, but I want to say it might have been around that time.
I mean, Does anybody really know? Like, it's written, but it's like, it could be the wrong.
Right.
So, if it was me writing, if I was back in the day writing down like, oh hey, write down, it's September 26th, write that down. Okay, sounds good. I would like forget. You know what I mean? I would like forget and like write the wrong number or some shit. So like, you know, can you really trust
Are we
people?
spitting out history fair?
So I got a.
I literally,
history.
no,
Yeah,
that
I
was a
got
random date. I don't know if it was actually.
No,
September
no,
26th,
no,
but it was
I
a random date. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I'm not a fucking history buff at all. Like, I will forget anything with numbers. I'm forgetting it unless it's like in front of me all the time.
one of the bars that I got on Mad Science is Michelangelo. And the Alexandria bars in there too. But it's Michelangelo with the Vision, Sistine Chapel with the painting, and
Okay.
it's just spinning little things like that here and there and there. Yeah. Oh gosh, and then I got another dope bar a little bit before the Renaissance, but back in time type thing.
Yeah.
I want to say it's Where You Been, where I got a bar saying to one with the Romans when I'm going out on my attack, Veni Vidi Vicis, what I'm preaching until I collapse.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a bar.
Yeah,
That's
right,
a bar.
for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what does a day in the life of Big Fat Tony look like?
Oh God. It's exhausting being like one of the prettiest rappers out there.
It really is a little dicky.
It's a lot of work. No, but it's all about getting in your routine. And I really believe it's one of those things. If you want to be successful, most successful people, I don't know, have routines. Get your shit down. Know what you're gonna do. Have your day plan. So I just moved, but before it's things waking up, going to the gym. You get your gym done, come home. What are you doing after that? Write music. And then you got to go to your job type thing. Get back from your job. What are you doing? Writing more music.
You better be fucking writing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Making connections, going out, doing that type of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, that's still work, man.
Mhm.
Networking is still work.
How many days a week do you think you work on music, like, other than just writing, like, that you actually sit down and, like, start recording or mixing, or do you mix all your own stuff?
So I'm starting to get there. I
Okay.
kind of want the second half of Renaissance Man to be all mixed by me. Of course, running it by you first and like getting your inputs on everything.
No, I got
but I'd say, well, and then you're going into like the networking and doing that all types of things and like checking like playlisting and all these other sorts of things. I'd say like there's almost it'd be hard to find a day where I'm not doing something at least somewhat related to it.
Right.
Maybe I'm only writing music like 2 days a week, but then other days I'm networking,
Well,
hitting
some
people
people-
up, collabing.
Yeah, you like to think so.
You think I hear about it since I'm your manager. So, do you have a daily positive habit that you have that kind of ensures that you're gonna have a good day, or like gives you that head start on having a good day? Like you make your bagels in the morning, or what? Something, make your bed, whatever it is.
I feel like if there's I wouldn't say there's something that I do.
Part of your routine.
There's nothing that I do in particular to like make sure I have a good day. I take that back. Chick-fil-A. Shameless.
There you go. Yeah,
okay.
I'm not
There you go,
affiliated
dog.
with them whatsoever, but I will plug
Except on
Chick-fil-A.
Sunday, hit 'em up.
Yeah, right.
So on
And that's
Sunday you
my
have a bad
birthday.
day. You have a bad day on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's understandable.
Chick-fil-A is definitely a good way to ensure a good day. No, I'd say a good way to ensure a good day too. Going to the gym, get out your frustrations, get out your mental fog, and
Yes.
positive,
Facts.
get to it.
It's a good one. Yeah, working out definitely helps.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A's a great one. I agree.
Also a good one. I wish there was one around here.
Bro, the closest one's like 2 hours away.
This is
Culver's,
bro,
Culver's chicken
Honestly,
sandwich
it's
is
kind of
not
worth it, but at the same time, you almost have to make a whole
Yeah, I
day
was
trip
gonna
out of
say,
it. You
about
might as
to
well
go
go
take
everywhere.
a day
trip.
Yeah, you might as well go everywhere, in wherever it is.
Anytime I go to
Madison or
Appleton, I'm
Milwaukee.
hitting up Chick-fil-A. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not a
Appleton,
chicken
that's where it is.
sandwich.
Appleton. Yeah,
No,
yeah, right.
the place I just moved to in New Berlin, there's one 5 minutes from my house and
That's
2
dangerous.
minutes from.
Yo, right? My bank account would drain so fast. Except they took
You guys
away.
got an extra room?
They
We got
took
the
away
booth.
the
You're gonna have to
spicy.
sit standing up, like kind of like a
Jesus.
vampire.
I was just leaning against the wall, and it's cushioned. It's got the
Yeah,
soundproof.
right. So if you could choose any Wisconsin artist to collaborate, who would it be?
Ooh, I've been checking out Ace Wild a bit.
Yeah?
What I really liked from his interview.
Fast rap with the lyrical rap.
That's what I'm
He's still
saying.
lyrical, but like.
And
storytelling rap.
I don't think my music that I have out right now quite yet would be at his level to request a collab. But
ain't gonna
once
lie,
I
he's
start
gonna, like,
coming
just
off,
take the song if you give it back.
that's what I'm saying, right?
Even
He did it to
anybody,
me.
he doesn't like anybody
hurt.
he puts a verse on, like he kind of just takes it. Like it's his song.
He
at
brings
that
the
point.
A game.
He's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
I was like,
And that's
hey,
what I'm
bro.
saying. I like
Crazy.
I like the challenge. So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, who knows? Maybe on this little freestyle I'm gonna do at the end, me and him could
Maybe.
clap on a
Yeah,
little
we're
song.
doing a little
See,
freestyle at the end of
open
this
verse,
podcast.
but-
Bro, I sent him a song and I was like, this song goes hard, like it's super good. And then I sent it to him. He sent the verse back, and I'm like, I have to rewrite everything.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Like that's fucked up. He destroyed that shit.
Yeah.
He's great on
Mm.
features.
Man is talented.
Like
yeah.
Even on his regular
His
songs,
regular
he brings it
shit
every
is
time.
amazing,
It's
too.
crazy.
man is just
Yeah.
So yeah, once my upper level music's coming out, definitely gonna try to hit Ace up for a couple collabs.
Do it, man.
And
Definitely
you mentioned that you've had a somewhat of an influence with Eminem and whatnot back in the day. If you want somebody that sounds just like Eminem on one of your songs, his name is 50 Cal.
Yeah.
He's friends with Ace Wild,
Mhm.
and I shit you not. You listen to his music, and he has the same flow,
It's
same mannerisms, same
They're
sound.
like old M.
Old
Okay,
M,
it's
yeah,
like
like
Slim
like the,
Shady.
like the Kim, like that old, that voice like that kind of thing. You know, he has that. It's
And it's
crazy.
all nailed.
Even live,
Alright.
even live, it's
Uh-huh.
wild.
Dope.
Like,
Alright, for sure.
if
I'm
you
gonna
want
have
to
check him
witness
out
it,
too, yeah.
I think he's performing on Saturday, right? 50 Cal's gonna be there.
Yeah, he's gonna be
I
there.
don't. Is he
Yes.
performing or is he just
I
gonna
believe he's
be
on the
there? And
lineup.
probably.
I
He's on
thought
the
I
lineup.
saw, I thought I saw
Fuck, yeah.
his logo on the lineup. So
Fuck,
if you
yeah.
want to witness it and also witness everybody else perform, you can come through on Saturday.
Yeah,
in
3 more
in
hours.
Matt-
What is
Merrill.
that?
I mean, well, it's 20 more minutes technically from here.
No, I sadly I gotta work till 10 that
No, you
night.
don't.
so-
I'll call you later.
understand.
So another thing is, what do you think you would be doing now if it wasn't for your passion that you have for music?
Oh, God. Shit, that's actually pretty good. I don't know. I've always been like a helpful person, so I could always see myself doing some sort of. I feel like my job has to matter or something like that. Like I don't know. Not saying like I currently work at a mac and cheese shop. Not saying that doesn't matter. Getting
Yo,
people
I like
food
macaroni
and,
and cheese, so thank you.
Yeah,
First
absolutely.
of all,
Hey,
thank
man,
you.
doing the Lord's work.
Yes,
Like you
sir.
see-
Not all heroes. Hey, not all heroes wear capes. Okay.
Right.
Some of them wear hairnets and
Hey,
work with
when
cheese.
when Chick-fil-A's closed
okay.
on Sunday, we hold it down. So
I'm
it's-
God. I'm God. I'm God.
It's probably a busier day.
But
You know, we're from Wisconsin. We like cheese here.
Fair.
We do.
yeah, I don't know. It just have to be. I feel like something. If I had like some sort of other like dream passion, other than music, I'd probably be doing some sorts of again just like charitable events or something
Well,
like
like
that. and,
when you were a kid, before you knew rapping was even a thing you could do. What, like, for example, me, I wanted to be an architect when I was younger.
He was
but
gonna be a Power Ranger.
But then I
Lost
figured out that
attention.
involved math and numbers, and I was like, nope, can't do that anymore. So what is something that as a kid you were like, that's what I want to do? Like that's something that intrigues me so much.
very, very young, being a paleontologist, and then
Okay,
you
okay.
start to grow older, and you're like, I think they found most of the dinosaurs.
There's probably not too many spots to dig anymore, guys.
Right, exactly. So,
All right, I
that's
see.
what
I
I
see.
had to.
I love how we kind of both had like a conclusion that we came to when we were older. Like you're like, oh, we found all the dinosaurs. I'm like, yeah, I don't like math.
yeah. No. So I'd say paleontology.
All right.
That's dope. Okay, I like that. I like that.
You said you went to college. Did you finish? or
Yeah,
try
I
to go?
actually
What'd you
graduated
go for?
with a political science degree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Did you like have a job in
Politics.
mind? You're like, maybe I'm gonna go for this one, or was it like,
I had this. The reason why I even like got into it because it's a weird. I feel like it's almost like an internet meme. Like
Okay.
when you hear people like, or even like Jerry from Rick and Morty.
Okay.
I think he majored in political science and like make a joke. What are you gonna do with that? And it's like, yeah.
Same
like,
thing with
what,
like
what
with
would
like
you,
a
what would you think you're gonna do with
English
that?
degree or something. What are you
No.
gonna do with that?
But I had a professor hit me up because there's like gen eds that you have to take in college and stuff like that. And one of the gen eds that I was taking was a political science class. And I ended up getting an email from one of the professors, and he was just like, "Hey, just so you know, like your papers are like being discussed by like the political science department. We really like your work," type thing.
Oh,
He goes
nice.
like,
Okay.
Right, and he goes
Did you like write something important, like a paper or something that they were looking
It
at?
had to have been one of
Oh,
them. Or
okay.
something,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And so they were like, "Yeah, we like your work, blah blah blah. Like, you know, just so you know, like not too many students get this type of recognition. Like, you're something special type thing. So,
Yeah.
like, we recommend you stick with political science." I was like, "Damn, man, like, all right, that's really cool."
They
I showed
really
that.
influenced your ass, huh?
I showed that to my grandma, and unbeknownst to me, she's got a brother and a sister in the CIA, right? Right?
Let me guess.
And
I
so-
say that to everybody.
What?
Do we need to
Let me
bleep
guess.
that
I
out?
say that to everybody.
No, but I showed that to my grandma, and she's like, "Oh wow, that is like really impressive. Here, let me pass along the information." And then had an opportunity to get a CIA internship, and then got in some trouble, and I was like, I don't really see this panning out type thing. So
Something that they would look at and be like, can't be a
yeah,
part of this.
yeah, right.
We tested that stuff back in the day. We can't.
There it is. And so yeah, some MK Ultra shit.
I was thinking Pineapple Express.
I love that you know that, though.
Yeah,
The first scene of Pineapple Express when he's like in the
Yeah.
holding cell and they're like having him
Was
tested
it
or
like
whatever.
Subject 9 or
I don't know. I don't remember the details, but I just remember the scene. But
Well, that's
yeah.
really cool.
But yeah,
though.
that's one of
That
those
is pretty
things
dope.
where it's like.
Do you know like what part you would have played in the CIA? I guess.
Oh
Gonna be a
gosh,
spy overseas.
I would not want to. I've heard like there's like the different like types of things you can do. You can do like field ops and stuff like that. No. I am the
Wait,
king.
that's-
I am the absolute king of putting my foot in my mouth, and that's just not the place to be doing that. You know, you're somewhere in China, and then like I'm like, oh yeah, my homie in Wisconsin, and they're like,
Wait, what?
Your whole story
You said
was
you're
you
from
in-
Alabama.
Yeah, right, exactly. And I'm just like, oh. Yeah.
Wisconsin's not on your ID, sir.
Yeah.
Yep. and then
Not in your
just
passport.
Yeah, passport that. I guess
take a
is
little
pretty-
dirt nap after that, and
Possibly, yeah, depending on your situation, I guess.
So, what do you want the listener to take away from your music?
There's I feel like one of the overarching messages I want to make is when it comes to like mental health and stuff like that, like everyone's got good days, everyone's got bad days, and sometimes those bad days are just real fucking hard to get through and shit like that. And so I'd like it to be reflective in my music. Like I do have the positive, upbeat stuff, but then some of the more like under rap songs that I got coming out, some of my favorite songs that I've ever written are like a little bit more like depressive and stuff like that, and it's just meant to show like, hey, I can have these high highs, I can do all this fun thing, do all these cool things that like people might look up to, but don't get shit twisted. It ain't easy, and it's everybody goes through it, you know.
It ain't easy.
Be cheesy. I love that movie so much.
But no, it's good to like show like you have it all. You're human. And
Right.
You have it all. Nobody's just getting the good moments.
Right,
They always
exactly.
have those bad
And
ones.
that's something that there's a beauty in everybody's struggle. You know what I mean?
When you think about it, yin and yang.
Mhm.
The good can't survive without the bad can't survive without the good. Everything's a double-edged sword at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I forget what you said, but I liked how you put that. So now we're gonna kind of get into the social media deep dive.
Sweet.
Deep dive.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop. Not the deepest we've gone, but it's deep. We got a couple things.
Okay.
In your bio on Twitter, so we're gonna start off with Twitter, the tweetiest of the places. I hate this place, by the way. In your bio on Twitter, you say, "Stay hungry, stay low, stay positive." Is this a catchphrase of yours?
It's like low-key like a mantra, like, you know, it's kind of like the same stuff that I want to do. Stay low is just like stay in your own lane, like you ain't gotta be doing too much. Stay hungry, get your shit done, and stay positive. Try to keep a smile on your face while you're doing it.
Next to stay hungry, there's a spaghetti emoji. Is that just because you're Italian, or do you like spaghetti?
Oh, love spaghetti. I am a slut for red sauce. So yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anything with
Boy.
Parmesan cheese too.
Ooh,
Oh.
yes.
Mhm.
Also,
Garlic bread or breadsticks?
Ooh, that's a good
That's a
argument.
great question.
That's next
Where you
week's
coming from?
CWHipHop podcast question.
I think I haven't had like crazy good garlic bread from anywhere, but I feel
Well,
like
I've
if you put
smacking
Pizza
garlic
Hut's
sticks
breadsticks
over. Ooh.
against like almost anything else,
I
they
mean,
definitely sprinkle
that's
just a
kinda
little
facts,
bit of
though.
something they shouldn't in there.
That's kind of facts.
I think they are really good. Okay.
Yeah.
You all in your bio. You also have R.I.P. Archie.
Mm.
First of all, I'm sorry for your loss. Could you tell us who Archie is?
Yeah, Archie's actually my buddy Zach. That was gonna be his. I want to say that was gonna be his stage name, but that's also like a family nickname for him and shit. And he was my buddy that ended up passing away, who showed me the beat to.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's all.
And one of the big things is he's one of the people that actually got me like to take rap seriously and think like before then I'd always had like a aspiration to do something, but you know we were having like this little back and forth one day, and I was like, yo, 1 second, let me go out in my garage and like smoke a little bit. And then like I wrote like a pretty hard verse to like something, right? And then I spit it back to him and he goes like, yo, that's really good. And he goes like, I'm gonna write a verse to that too.
Hey,
and then
there you go.
it's like,
Inspiring each
I was
other.
like,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
And so for the longest time, he was my homie. He was actually like pushing me to like get things done. You hold each other accountable, you know.
Facts.
And then it's like a competition too. I ain't gonna let him wash me on some sort of project, you know. And
There
so,
you go.
Yeah, that balance keeps you going forward
Right,
and being better.
And it makes you better. Exactly. It keeps you progressing. Moving on now to TikTok. In your bio, once again, you say the fattest thing since sliced bread. I don't think you quite explained that fully. Can you explain what is that to you? What is that?
So I love the irony, you know.
Yeah.
It's I got a couple bars about it and upcoming songs and whatnot. It's just it's the fattest things in sliced bread. You know what I mean? Not too many people are gonna be like hearing that, describing themselves as that. It's meant to be like eye catching.
Oxymoron almost.
Yeah, eye catching for sure. Not too many people are proud of the fact that they're like fat or whatever, but like, you know, I feel like it's kind of funny to put that in there. So like a nice, you know, some of my song topics can be pretty, you know, heavy or something like that, and that's also just meant to give the yin and the yang, like the drawback to
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So,
like that.
so that's where the fat comes in, Big Fat Tony. The heavy songs.
The heavy songs. Oh,
Hey,
there you go.
I like that.
Now we're moving on to your Instagram. Oh, you didn't design that yourself?
Oh,
You didn't
wink,
think that
wink.
you didn't
Yeah.
Wink, wink. Your oldest picture on Instagram, by the way, we're on Instagram, dates back to August 19th, 2018. And it's a picture taken from a selfie stick of you and 3 friends
Oh, yeah.
tubing.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
tell us what's happening in this picture?
So that's one of my good buddies, Luke. We went up to his cabin, and he actually ended up introducing me to that first friend that we made the studio in the frat house. So that's kind of where Luke plays.
The guy upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so Luke kind of plays into like the whole music career too. But yeah, we went up to his cabin with the boys. Had a good ass weekend. One of my favorite parts of the whole trip,
Don't incriminate yourself.
I had to end up playing doctor.
Okay.
Because we went out on the river. There's videos of us out on
Videos of you playing doctor? This better be
Hold up.
whoa.
Let him explain.
Yeah,
So
context.
we go out on the river. I think there's a couple pictures in there, but we're also fishing, right? And we're drinking, walking down the river, and you know, blah blah blah. One of the people we're with ends up casting backwards and getting the hook lodged in his head. Funny enough, in his own head. Yeah, and so funny enough.
How deep was it?
Deep enough we
Enough to
needed
play
players
doctor.
and a lot of vodka.
Oh
So,
my God.
yeah.
To clean it or for him to not
Both,
feel it?
both.
Oh my
And so,
God.
funny enough, I've been friends with Luke for such a long time. I've been friends with him since like 4th grade.
Yo, that's fucking.
There was one time me and him growing up, we were fishing in a boat together, and he fucking cast backwards and got a hook caught in my head, right? And so, no fucking, right. So, like, from going to the doctor
I would
and
never
everything.
fish with Luke ever again.
I know, bad luck. But,
Get him like a marker.
No, I'm gonna go out and buy him a fucking Dora the Explorer caster. The reel is only so long, you can't go back as far. You know what I mean?
right.
Scooby-Doo shit.
So I actually had experience in knowing like what the doctor like told me to do next time someone gets a hook in their head.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
no, I was like, I got this, you know.
He takes a second of the alcohol and then passes it to him.
Bro, so when I was a kid, I was out fishing with my grandpa, and I went back, pulled forward, and the line didn't come forward, so I pulled again. I got it in his thumb, and when I pulled again, I went into his bone. In his thumb. And like the bar was
Yikes.
stuck in his bone, and so we clipped it
It
off.
was stuck in the bone?
Yeah,
This is
like,
why I don't
went
fish.
in through his
Fishing's fun.
thumb.
I like
It is,
fun.
but damn,
Through
these
the
stories
fucking
are...
bone.
Dude, just learn how to cast. That's all it is, man. Then go
I
fishing.
was like 6.
I'm not talking. You know, I'm talking. Okay, go. But yeah, holy
But like,
shit.
yeah, bro, I've been there. Shit. Oh.
And I can only imagine you casting back into being
Oh,
you
God.
that gets casted. So your friend probably felt like an idiot.
Hey, I'm quite a catch.
So how did that all go down?
What's that?
How did that all go down though? Like that? How did Playing Doctor go?
Yeah. Finish
It was great, yeah. So we came back. He's kind of freaking out, right? And I was like, hey, I've been here before. Just
yeah, you're sitting there like, chill, bro, chill, walk it off.
I'm just like, I've been here before. Just all right,
Hitting the vodka,
and give him some, and then clear out the wound. But then, yeah, he had managed. It was a three barb hook, so he managed to get 2 of them in there.
Yikes.
So you just gotta use a lot of elbow grease.
Ooh. Did you clip them first, or did
Nope.
you take the whole?
Did you at least like go at an angle to like get it out the right way, or did you just pull? Why?
You gotta do what
Hey,
you gotta do.
you know,
I did
you
what
gotta
the
do what you
doctor
gotta
told
do.
me.
That's fair.
Pull
You
it
don't
out.
do what the doctor
Why would you? I feel like going out the way it came in would be the best way instead of just pulling the skin straight off.
Doc's
but I mean,
orders are
like,
Doc's orders.
I guess.
Made a nice
Sure.
noise.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah. So, is there any pictures before this that you had on your Instagram? Did you like take pictures down at all?
No, I was never really the
This
biggest.
is your OG Insta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I have anything up? I can't really remember having too much up. I don't think I really did. Honestly, it was like one of the first posts.
Okay.
Okay.
So then you also have photos from January 1st, 2022 of your first ever performance at the Back Bar. How was that experience?
Not first ever performance, but first on stage performance.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
First ever performance was it's one of the pictures that I'm like tagged in on Instagram. But that was real fun. Dude heard my music in a bar because I was talking with the bartender and I was like, hey, play some of my shit. Dude on the other end of the bar was like, wait, is this your stuff? And I was like, yeah. And he goes like, you want to perform at my party? And I was just like, fuck yeah. I was like, absolutely. So that's that. But big shout out my homie Michael.
Shout out to you, Michael.
That's for the Back Bar performance. He's in a rock band. He's in a couple rock bands. But one of the ones he does with him and his brother and a couple other hometown friends is Friends Who Jam.
Okay.
And so yeah.
Awesome name. I like it.
They're known for being able to like go around play their songs or whatever, but they do like to bring a couple buddies with them up on stage every once in a while.
Well, you gotta have some openers to warm it up, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so yeah. He asks, hey, do you want to do Bulls on Parade with me? And the verses on that are kind of like hip hop, and I was just like, like actually be on stage with you. I was like, that sounds phenomenal. And so, yeah, that was practice for like a month. I had to drive 45 minutes to get to practice, so it was drive 45 minutes, practice for 5 minutes, and then dip
shit.
back. Yeah. But
At that point, I would just practice at home.
no, you got to get the whole vibe in there.
No,
But
that's
I'm just
fair.
saying,
Hey, I
I know.
understand.
Sound check beforehand.
Yes, we are.
I know in my bones I murdered that performance. Like there's audible crowd pops from the videos and stuff like that. And the person who actually went up after me, they got up on stage and they go, well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to follow that up. But
Nice.
Here we go.
That's always a good sign.
right. And so yeah, great New Year's event. A great way to spend New Year's.
Do you have anything else lined up?
Actually, no. I'd love to start getting into doing more shows and like figuring out like logistics and that type of thing.
They're
But it's
starting
just
out
a
more.
little,
Yeah, there's a
we're
lot more
starting to get
happening
more
now.
going
than-
for sure.
Now that COVID's kind of
Everywhere,
back,
which is nice.
Mhm.
And now we are getting out of the pool, getting out of the deep end, and we're
Deep dive, cannonball.
deep dive.
That's nice.
we're drying off. We're getting in the shower to get all that chlorine off, and we're heading out.
I'll go later. I'm not going to the shower with you.
There's multiple shit. You're an idiot.
Isn't that one of the games?
What's that?
Isn't that one of the games? Y'all play here.
What?
Never mind.
Okay,
never
no, I
mind.
don't
He's
know
talking
that
about the shower.
No, it's not a game. I'm confused on how that. Where did you come up with that?
Instead of prism rap, it's prison rat.
Oh.
Taking showers together.
Is that what he said?
No, but like
what
Alright,
the fuck
pause,
is this
pause,
conversation? I'm so
pause,
confused on where
pause.
any of this came from.
Pause.
It's
You
like
dropped the
out of
soap?
left field.
Resume.
Sure. First of all, you ain't Jack Harlow. You can't do that. I know where
Did
you
it
got that
anyways.
from. Where can we expect Big Fat Tony in the future? Where you going, dog?
Places, big places. I don't
Maybe
necessarily
elaborate.
see in my music being like the biggest mainstream stuff. I do like to be a little bit more eccentric and stuff like that, so I can see it not necessarily catching on with like mainstream audiences and stuff like that, but kind of the vision that I have for myself is to be somewhat of like a hip-hop Frank Zappa. I don't know if y'all know too
Don't
much
know who
about
Frank
Frank
Zappa
Zappa.
is. If you said Frank Sinatra, I knew who that is.
He's kind of a rock legend in himself. Fought for independent music, did a lot of things independently.
What bands, I guess, was he a part of? I guess.
I'm pretty sure it was just like Frank Zappa is the.
was that just the name of it?
is the
Okay,
music,
okay.
right?
Then I definitely don't know again.
And so,
Okay.
just the being independent, having a unique sound, believing in your own sound, and then doing whatever it is necessary to like push that out.
Mhm.
And he ended up being like a big voice for things like independent music when it came to like, I want to say it was like when Napster and stuff like that was like going down with like stealing people's,
No,
taking
like the
people's
program
tracks.
Napster.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It was like the early LimeWire or like it was
that's
a file
stealing
sharing.
music.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And nobody was stepping up to the plate, so he was one of the big people out there like advocating for like artists and independent artists and that type of thing.
Okay.
So I'd kind of like to see myself take that type of path where it's like if you get signed to a label, sometimes you're like tied down too much, but I'd like to be able to build my own team and be able to put out my own.
You heard it here first, folks. Big Fat Tony's a man that does not like to be tied down.
No cuffing season for him.
Hey, there you go. That's the next one. That's the prequel.
Sequel?
The sequel. Yeah, sequel. Sorry, not prequel.
okay.
Before. Do you have any like short-term or long-term goals?
Short-term goals, collaborations. I've been doing my own thing for such a long time. It's been taking a long time to get things up and going and everything, but I've got dope independent music and stuff like that, and I kind of feel like that's just the next step. I haven't had my own studio before. Haven't had my own laptop to be able to record things on. Everything else has been on other people's stuff. I haven't had my own equipment.
It's different when you get that stuff,
right?
Because then it's like it's almost like you start driving your parents' car, but then once you get your own car, you kind of respect it more,
right?
clean it more. You know, don't leave shit on the floor or whatever it is. So it's like
there's a respect behind it.
It's a different experience when you have your own gear for sure.
And then the ability with the closet that I'm recording out of literally being right across from my room. The second I'm feeling inspiration, I gotta hit someone up. Hey, meet you at the studio in 20 minutes. I'm in there getting it done.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
That's gonna be huge. Yeah.
Short-term goal, and then long-term goals. Another short-term goal, I'd say music videos. Start getting those out.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Visuals are big.
Long-term goals. Definitely start performing more. I want to start performing. If any chance possible,
Now's the time.
get a song to blow up and.
What's the first
Start
song you want to
touring.
perform? If you have one out right now.
I call Face Down. I vote Face Down.
Bass sounds pretty tight. How Are You is just a nice one to just like
Oh, yeah.
get into it, get the
Yeah.
crowd hooked in, let them know what I'm about, right? And then Face Down, I got a couple unreleased songs that I'd
Okay.
always throw in the mix. I got this song called Gladiator that's going to be the first one of the Medieval mixtape. So throwing stuff like
I like
that
that
in
title.
there. And then I got this song Yo Tango that I'm going to do eventually. That might be on the deluxe version of Renaissance Man, but that song's in all Spanish, and that song bangs. So,
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
All Spanish.
mhm.
You should hit up Sosa MGGM or exclusive.
I heard some of the
Yeah,
stuff. I was
they
thinking
are
about it.
they do some Spanish rap.
I think
Spanish songs.
Bully Danny does too a little bit.
Yes,
Yep.
Bully Danny
Yeah.
also does. Yes,
He's done a lot
facts.
here.
Facts. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Funny story.
Down eventually.
They're on CWHipHop.com/artists,
Oh,
so yeah, you can
you-
see all that.
You'll find them.
Yeah, picture right next to
Don't
it so you can get an
shoot a
idea.
word.
Got you.
So if you could choose any artist alive to get a feature from for free, who would it be?
Gosh, any artist alive. Gut reaction is Absol. Just being able to like try to like match dude's lyricism or something like that would be such a daunting challenge, but it sounds so much fun. And then also clearly the being able to get that traffic directed towards my music too would be
Right, of
incredible.
course.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the artist Cal Scrooby.
Yeah, of
I
course.
love
Cal Scrooby is
bro.
fucking amazing, and I feel like he hasn't like blown up yet. He's starting to get
His
there.
music videos are so
he's
good, bro.
Yeah, he's so.
What's that
fucking
one
close.
song? Money for Drugs or some shit like
Yeah,
that?
Money Buys Drugs.
Money Buys Drugs. I love that fucking song.
Yeah. And so if I could get a Cal Scrooby feature, because I definitely feel like where he's going with music is kind of in a similar vein where I'm going. I'm not necessarily going as heavily drug influenced, but definitely that like zany, dope beats, good bars, good flow. Yeah.
But different and unique.
Right.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I like that. Cal Scrooby, that's a good answer. What's a dream venue that you want to perform at?
Ooh. Gosh. It's got to be. I feel like cop out answer for Wisconsin artists, particularly my area, is the Eagles Ballroom.
Oh,
You know, that's nice. I want to be able to see the Mac Miller signature in the pool room. That'd be really dope. But then also, is it the Red Rock Amphitheater in Colorado?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
I
what-
think
I was
so.
actually there. Well, I mean, I wasn't there for any performance, but I was there when I was in Colorado, just like sightseeing it. It's fucking dope.
And I've seen so many pictures of that place, and I'm just like, at some point in my life, I got to do this. Like that would be
Like,
crazy.
Just our voices, or other people's, like other tourists that were there, voices echoed so much. I could just imagine a show going on there. It's like the mountains themselves would probably just vibrate, and it's like it'd be so
and the
dope.
atmosphere being like
Yes.
outside.
And it's so open, and like this, especially if like you get it the sunset just right. It sets right in front of the stage, so the artists will be blind, but the people watching will have some crazy good light coming in. It's so dope. It's so dope.
Yeah.
So say at one of
It's
these
gonna be
venues
perfect.
you were headlining. Who would you pick for 3 of your openers?
Ooh, 3 openers of people that I can like actually
Pick
contact.
3 artists for your openers. 3 artists.
Alive.
Yep, they gotta be live.
They got to be able to attend the show.
Again, is it people that I like have access to? Is
It's
it
open-
just
it's open to you.
Anybody, just like the feature.
God,
You just made
I'm
an absolute
headlining.
Put it on.
I'm headlining. All right, so it's again got to be Cal Scrooby. Tupac's hologram doesn't count.
Nope, nope,
Okay. Cal Scrooby, he's real interesting right now. I feel like I want to do some more like younger angsty people. Like, don't get me wrong, doing something like Absol would be crazy, but it's tough,
That's tough.
right?
Sounds like a you problem.
Let's do Cal Scrooby.
Like first in the order.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like
He's
doing
getting the fucking
adding
crowd going.
some sort of rock parts in there too would be dope, not just hip hop. It'd be cool to maybe sprinkle like again a Rage Against the Machine in there would be something dope.
That'd be pretty
Interesting.
lit.
Okay.
Right. And then round it off with, let's give the people something classic. Let's do like a Jay-Z.
Okay.
Most of my advance
Interesting.
is going to
All of your advance and everything you make on the show is going to go towards
Ever.
changes as well.
That's a crazy lineup.
That is a crazy lineup, actually. I like that.
I
It
like
kind
it,
of goes
though.
all over the place, which is something that normally people don't do.
Yo, I'm buying tickets for sure.
I was gonna say, I'm coming to that shit. It's going to keep it interesting, that's
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure.
Sheesh. So as we approach the end of the show here, I have one more important question to ask you, Big Fat Tony, and that is, why should people care about Big Fat Tony?
Because I'm out here trying to spread positive vibes for the most part. Again,
For the most part.
There are.
I got my days, he
there's,
says.
there's the party music
Of
out there.
course.
Get a little ignorant, but you also got to be responsible when you're doing so. So it's like, don't get me wrong, people got to blow off steam. So just do it in a slightly safer way. Spreading positive vibes, encouraging other people to do the same, encouraging people like encouragement, like if I can do it, you can do it too, type thing. And then also, eventually when things get up and running, get more scope on how I want to do this charitable work, start getting that out there more. And again, encourage people to do more with their platforms, really challenge people.
Now you said you've volunteered a little bit. What organizations have you helped with?
So
Any that you would want to recommend?
It was American Cancer Society in high school. I actually got in trouble for it because I was selling fruit snacks out of my backpack actually, and I was gonna have all the
You had that
proceeds.
good shit.
Yeah, dude. You buy a pack of fruit snacks, 32 fruit snacks for like $4 or something like that. You charge a quarter per fruit snack pack. You can end up making some pretty decent profits, and people are like, yo, I get 4 packs of fruit snacks for $1? Deal. And I'm like, you're dumb. Right?
It's about convenience.
Yeah,
You're
right?
there for
On God.
And there was one time where a teacher saw me doing that, And then they went and told the office, get called down to the office. Hey, are you paying taxes on this money? I was like,
Am
no,
I making over $600 a year, sir?
I was like, no, I'm donating it. They didn't want to hear it, so just don't be doing that on school property. But
oh, they don't like
right
hustlers
across
over
the
there.
street,
Okay,
yeah.
they discourage entrepreneurs. Okay, I see you.
So
I
he
see
just
you.
sat across the street at the beginning of the day.
Exactly. You're in the parking lot,
like, hey,
out
what's
the
next?
out the trunk of your car.
yeah, right.
And hey,
peddling fruit
that'll
snacks.
help. It'll help that way because now you can have just the boxes, just a bunch of them. People got variety then because they don't have to carry it in a backpack.
Right?
Yeah,
Right.
there you go.
No, that's
Now we're
genius.
thinking.
That is genius. Like I've heard
Some
gum,
high school
like,
kids
people
listening
suck
to
on
this
the
right now.
first
It's like, oh, that's a great idea.
Right.
Right, good morning.
It kind of is though. Like that is kind of a genius idea.
Mm.
Yeah, props to you for that.
But yeah,
Facts.
that's a good charity. I mean, unfortunately,
And
they
again,
stopped
I
doing
want to do more stuff like that in the future, food-related things, just to help
So
build off
something
the
I guess
brand.
going off of that, it's kind of unrelated, I guess, but it's something you could look into. Mr. Beast is very good with the charity donations because most of the money he makes from his videos goes towards charity or just back into the videos, and most of the videos he makes are a charity video in general. And I think like looking into what he does, because he has like a whole different channel just for the charities called Beast
Philanthropy.
Thank you. Yes, philanthropy. I can't say the word.
Philanthropist. Or philanthropy.
Yes.
I have a button.
Beast that. So I would say look into that, I guess, if you want to learn more about it, how to get into that scene and
structuring
figure that out.
and-
Exactly.
yeah.
I'm sure you can learn something from that.
Mm.
I'd say it's a good place to start. And so here we come to the end of the show, and the end of your interview, the moment you've been waiting for. You hit us up. You wanted to get in here so fucking bad, and I said, all right,
I
sounds
did.
good.
I
Sounds
did,
fucking
yeah,
good,
I
dude.
did.
Get him in.
You're first on the fucking list, I said.
Yep.
And here you are. It's been dope having you here. We really appreciate you coming
Yeah.
down. We know you've
Great.
been in here. You've been here before, but either way, we love having you in the studio,
Yep.
bro. And if you were to rate this interview 1 out of 10, 1 being worst, 10 being best, what would you give it? And would you recommend other artists get interviewed by
Yeah,
us?
no, I'd definitely give it a solid 9.53.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
no.
specific. I like it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Anything you think we can improve on?
What gives us that 4 points or 0.47?
We're always looking to
I'm
improve.
just
So
saying,
no,
y'all get some thick women over here with like some.
They're like keeping us because the AC. We can't turn the AC on.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
so
it's
you know
nothing
what?
we did wrong.
Some big
it's what
booty
we need
bitches
to
with
add.
fans.
If I
got
can
you.
lean back at some grapes and then just come back.
Some
Well, you're gonna have to pay
asparagus.
money next time you come in here. That's what's gonna do. Because if we got employees coming in here, then you're gonna have to pay money coming in.
I'm subscribing to that
He is.
Patreon.
He is
That's
paying.
all you should
He
do.
is
You know he
paying.
is. That's nice. But are we paying them $10 a show to come in for?
I mean,
We'll get some Instagram models and shout them out.
I guess, yeah. You get engagement or fucking exposure. We're paying you exposure.
At in the chat. You get at in the chat.
At in the chat.
Hashtags and spam.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, so this is where you can go ahead.
I would definitely recommend more people get on here, do what you gotta do, get your music out. These great people, all good vibes. You come out here, go entertain some people for sure.
Real quick, can we get a? This is Big Fat Tony, and you're listening to CWHipHop.
This is Big Fat Tony, and you're listening to CWHipHop.
Perfect. I like that.
So this is where you can go ahead and promote anything you want, talk about anything you want, something we may have missed. You can give shout outs, you can ask any of us questions. Take as much time as you like. This is the Big Fat Tony Show.
Floor is yours.
Yeah, I'd say if you're gonna listen to my music, I'm out on most platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, SoundCloud, YouTube, everywhere. There's some more unreleased, like lower release things on SoundCloud if you really like it. But if you're gonna dive in, I'd say give songs like "How Are You" a try. Give things like "My Fair Lady" a try. "Lay It On Me," "Face Down." I'd say those are probably like the biggest 4 ones if you wanna actually get in my music and get hooked in. Follow me on all my social medias. We got Instagram at aka Big Fat Tony, Twitter also aka Big Fat Tony, and then we got TikTok at Big Fat Tony.
Go give them a follow. You got anything coming out real soon here? I know you just dropped the project.
Yeah, nothing coming out too incredibly soon, but the second half of Renaissance Man will be coming out.
Deluxe version, right?
Yep, the deluxe version, Rebirth, will be coming out in hopefully about 2 months.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, go follow them so you know when it drops. You can give it a listen.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Any questions or anything else?
Do we still want to try to
Yeah,
get that little freestyle
We
here?
can
on
get the
the end?
freestyle.
Oh, you wanna do that now?
Yeah,
So yeah,
for
I
sure.
think
Sure.
the best way we're gonna be able to do this is pull the beat up, on your phone, and then kind of keep it close to the mic. And then what I'm gonna do in post
You also have the
is
show
actually-
mic there, so keep it, I guess, in the middle of them both.
Yeah. And then whenever you're ready.
Alright, for sure.
Freestyle by Big Fat
First
Tony.
one.
I was about to say, I
one
find it
on
hard
the
to believe that
podcast.
not too many people
We
are trying
pitched
to
it
do
and
that.
everyone was
Yeah, nobody was really
Really?
down. Yeah, so as you find what
Mad
you're looking
props,
for, I'm
mad
gonna roll
props.
that really quick.
Well, I guess one of the cool things about this too is that this is actually Ty's beat.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so,
I think he called it Jack Black beat.
Jack
Yeah,
Black
a
beat.
sample from Jack Black. I think he was playing like a flute or something in a video, and he
It
sampled
was
that.
a toy saxophone.
A toy saxophone. Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes hard. So when I heard that you were interested in the beat, I was like, cool. I'm curious what he's gonna
And
put
it's
on there.
again, it's one of those challenging beats. I just had to sit there for a while, and then it just came to me. And
Yeah, definitely.
And so Ace Wild, if you're out there and you wanna help finish this up,
Make sure you at in the chat.
I feel
Ace
like you will definitely be thoroughly impressed. Alright, so let me get this up on
Get it
there.
already, I think, and I can chop this up while we wait for him.
Alright, for sure.
Do you want
We
me
got
to?
a
I'll
minute
hold it for
long
you too if you want me to.
Is it? Sorry. I think we'll get that in there.
I can hold it for you if you want.
Hold on a sec. I might low-key need lyrics too.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay. Do your thing.
Alright, shout out Ty. Look, it only took him 5 seconds, now they're hook, break neck and saying that's the shit. Why I tell him, hey, why don't you come and get a taste? Y'all weird just staring, cause my flatulence, cause it's talent lit. When I'm cutting my talons, y'all hurt, awestruck and left talentless. And the challenge is, man, with so much shit to say, tell me how am I supposed to channel this? Nah, but I got him by the balls and there ain't no way that the channel switch. And I know it hurts that I'm the man with the answers, so tell me how we all gonna stand to this, huh? So I take a step back, assessing all my options, all these ass and tits, and that's a magic trick, cause they know just what I like, so tell me how I can side with abstinence. Man, really fuck them all, if they ain't on this side, then that's they wish, and I'm here to grant it, man, everything is canon, with my dick hard as granted when I snatch your bitch, and when the action hits, I'm the man standing in the smoke, it's really hard to say y'all to ask for this, I'm the real old fashioned, ain't hard to understand us, go and grab your cameras, we the passionate.
Okay.
bro.
I like to hear lyrics to that.
Yeah.
I like to hear lyrics to that beat finally, so that's good.
No, that was
Hell yeah,
awesome.
dude. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
I can't wait for a full song out of that.
Yeah, hopefully
That'd be
one of
dope.
these days.
Yeah,
fuck
for
yeah,
sure,
dude.
for sure.
I think you got claimed to that beat now. Definitely.
I mean, nobody else could put lyrics on it, so I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I tried to write to it once and I was like, I got nothing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know where to take this.
That's definitely not a person.
There wasn't enough sad guitar for him.
It's a fact.
Too much saxophone.
Yeah, exactly. Facts. No, there's never too much saxophone.
There's never too much
It's
sax.
true though.
When
Yeah.
we went to that
Maybe a little more cowbell.
Mark Rubier show,
Yeah.
when we went to that Mark Rubier show, or only I went to that. Never mind. Fuck
We
you.
were here putting on
I
a show
went to
for
the Mark
us. We didn't
Rubier
miss a
show.
week.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I went to the Mark Rubier show. Well, we planned this long ahead.
We did.
There was a lot of saxophone. That shit was dank. That shit was so good.
But yeah, anything else you want to add on the last little block here? That was a sick ass freestyle.
Just
Hell yeah.
thank y'all
Thank
for
you
having
for-
me out here. Thanks for the opportunities, promoting my music, doing everything that you guys do, and you guys do a good job doing it, especially
Thank
all
you.
the
Thank you.
graphics you come up with, pushing things out, being consistent, like
Yeah, he's
getting
crazy.
people to take you guys serious and stuff like that. So I
That's
mean,
the fucking plan.
as great as it is for me to get out here, thank you guys for doing what you do too.
And we appreciate you
Yeah,
coming out for the
appreciate
interview,
you.
man.
And
We
also
we
for
love
signing
doing
up,
these
so-
interviews. And the freestyle, yes. Thank you for the freestyle.
Yeah, for
First
sure,
one on
for
the
sure.
podcast, man.
Absolutely.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
And, yeah,
And
thanks
to my
for
beat. That was
signing
great.
up.
Yeah.
Putting your music on here definitely does help, and not only yourself, but every other artist around here. So
Right.
Facts.
Right.
definitely.
And we're glad you see the vision and that you're down. You know, you see what's going on. You see what we're trying to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
But yeah, I think that's the end of episode 68.
Yes, sir.
Big Fat Tony, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
me.
it. Make sure you follow him on all socials, most aka Big Fat Tony.
AKA
Otherwise,
Big Fat
it's
Tony.
what is it?
Just Big
TikTok
Fat
is
Tony.
just Big
Yeah,
Fat Tony.
just Big Fat Tony.
Go give him a
Alright.
follow there. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at CWHipHop. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, bvnc95. Garke, where can the listener find you at?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Garke Gains, GarkeGainz, and pretty much any other platform at just Garke. Prizm, where can the listener find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at PrizmRap, PRIZMRAP, and as Prizm on any streaming platform. So if you want to go stream my music.
Yes,
Go
perfect.
stream it.
Yeah.
This will be uploaded to Spotify, SoundCloud. Live DJ will be uploaded to SoundCloud as well.
And
But we-
you guys can also watch back on the Instagram as well. Tomorrow, Thursday, is when I post the live DJ and podcast back on the Instagram, so you guys can go watch it there.
Our next interview is June 22nd with J Mob. He's going to be coming into the studio here.
Hell
I
yeah.
want to thank our Patreon listener tier one more time. Thank you, Danielle and Trent. We do appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thank
Mom.
you,
Thanks,
thank
Trent.
you.
You guys help put on these podcasts and live DJs each week, so thank you so much. If you want to join that, patreon.com/CWHH, or if you're an artist as well and want to join, it's all right there for you.
Yep. Or and if you're an artist that doesn't know how to submit your music, or you want to submit your music to CW Hip Hop, go to CWHipHop.com/submissions, and that will give you all the information that we need and instructions on how to get your music submitted to CW Hip Hop.
Yep. So go check that out. Also, our shop, CWHipHop.com/shop. We got merch up. We got some more coming, so always keep an eye on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But thank you so much for tuning in.
Appreciate
Hope you guys
y'all.
have a great night.
Hope you guys enjoyed the interview with Big Fat Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Much love.
Stay low, stay hungry, stay positive.
Hey,
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.